And I guess since I'm over here in the corner by the Austrian reserves, I'm going to be on the Austrian side.
I don't know. We're going to have to find out as we continue with Wednesday Night Warfare, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. Good evening, everyone. This is what happens when you try to get this bigger group of people around a single table. It turns into a banana show. And I use the word banana as a euphemism for something else. Hi. I've been trying to get this sucker under control. This is exciting. This is very exciting, and I'm going to tell you why. It is because, as everybody
Going to
knows,
be on the Austrian side.
we like Valor and Fortitude. Hey, Red, it is a fun rule set. We've been playing it a bunch. This week, our guy has got his hands on 2.0. 2.0 is not public yet. It's in a beta. It's being tested. And we are joining in the international, worldwide, just like Pitbull, worldwide playtest for Valor and Fortitude. That's what we're doing. This is Valor and Fortitude 2.0, and you are going to see that there are some very, very different things going on here. We've been talking about them in the Discord for a chunk of the week already, and it's a little nuts. Those who have played Valor and Fortitude, who have watched us play Valor and Fortitude, are going to get some surprises. This, of course, is our Battle of Eggmuhl, the grand scale 6mm voxels, brought to us by none other than the Mechanical Turk. When we joined the broadcast, we were trying to figure out who the heck is on what side. Who wants Joe? Everybody wants Joe, but who wants him tonight?
I want Joe.
Nice job, Destruct. Destruct's on the Austrian side, so Joe, you're going to be an Austrian?
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, and everybody else has a team, or am I neglecting somebody? Everybody else know where you are? All right, so the question is, Austrians, what are you going to give Joe to command? Because there's a lot of Austrians.
Did you want the bottom right corner around Obersending?
All this.
Hold on, let me zoom out.
Yeah, what I was going to say, Joe, is last time I was commanding over here, these guys, and over here, and here. So if you want to draw a line and take either the right or left, that might work the best.
Because we got.
I was trying not to overload Andrew with
we got
a crap ton of figures.
Andrew's got this boat ton of guys right here in the middle.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know if that should stay together though. But I guess that's what I was.
It really doesn't have.
It has. Well, there's only got the one commander for it.
One brigade.
That's right.
That's literally one brigade. So like,
brigade. Yeah.
That's why I was like, Andrew has his hands full with 12 units.
Yeah, and it wasn't trying to give him anything else.
So Hohenlohe, well, you might want to give him Saxon Coburg too, since they're there.
So Destruct. Yeah. Sorry. So Destruct. Were you talking about von Kaiser here?
Yeah, if you take von Kaiser and then you'll be receiving a bunch of reinforcements from off table.
Okay.
If that works for you, like I'm obviously not going to shoehorn you into doing something.
No, that's fine. I've got to catch up on the rules anyway, so that'll give me a chance to maybe not be in direct combat until I figure out how to play this game.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do, everybody knows the rules, so what I'm going to do, and it is the Austrians who have to set up first. Here we go.
Snow.
So I've got my same units as last time, is that correct?
I would say so.
Alright.
Yeah, basically yeah. Andrew, are you okay? Do you want Hohenlohe and the did you have Sam whatever his name is?
No, somebody else had got stuff up on that hill.
Okay. Is that all right with you, or did you want some more stuff?
No, that's great. This brigade is big enough to command.
It was OJ that had that stuff up on the hill.
Yep. Okay, right. Okay,
what
cool.
I was saying is I had all of this.
All right, cool. Well, you're the front line then. So good luck.
And to the question that is put by Red, you are absolutely allowed to talk about what you see and what happens here. Yes, you are allowed to discuss it. I hope that deals with my sound levels a little bit. The microphone may have been a little bit too far away from me now that you say that. Thank you for that, Turk.
But only with people who are currently playing tonight.
Yeah, you can only talk about it with us because we're the only people that you like anyway, so that's what you should do with. So while you're setting up, we're going to talk about the rules. Here they go, and obviously this is going to be to help our friend Joe as well to help figure out the rules. This is Valor and Fortitude 2.0. Core rules. especially big differences. Units are what you see in front of you. Obviously, they're battalions. You can see their size, and there are a series of formations. A unit that's marching one behind the other, that's march column. Anything else is considered deployed. In order to fire, you must be deployed. In order to melee, you must be deployed. A deployed unit with 1 or 2 ranks is a line. If it's deeper than that, it's an attack column. We have a little more definition now for attack column that we're going to get to. We've got brigades, we've got army sheets. How is the game played? There is a fate deck. It's the first phase of every turn, and that's what these cards are that you see. The commander will take 1 card. Some have to be played immediately, some may be held. If they may be held, you can hold as many as you like. They have wonderful effects. You don't want to read them, and they're part of the game. It adds a little flavor to the game. That's what I wanted to say. One of the big changes, no longer are units, reinforcements placed during the fate phase. They are placed at the end of the turn. Kind of interesting. The next thing that happens is firing. Firing is along it's roughly a 45-degree front arc. Probably the biggest rule with respect to this that I think people will rebel against is line of sight in this game is figure to figure. If any figure in the unit can see any other figure in its target, it can shoot. The only exception is you have to be able to keep 1 inch away from other units and obstacles. It's actually trickier than it sounds. We found that it's actually a pretty effective block against the cheesiest stuff. If you shoot, you can't do anything else that turn. That's regular shooting. That is not skirmishing, which is different. Target must be your nearest enemy. Your nearest enemy. Shooting is a little interesting in this game. It is not done where everybody, where we go one at a time shooting across. Each target may be picked only once. You will get a main shooter, and the others become supports. So you're going to want to calculate all that out, and we'll show you how that calculates when we actually do it. But it's usually one guy is the best shooter. You may add up to 3 supports. Each support is 1, unless it's canister, in which case it's 2. You roll that many dice, typically needing a 4 to hit. There are modest modifiers. Modest. Once you deploy, so once you've done with the shooting, we apply losses, and if necessary, take Valor tests. We'll talk about those, and Fortitude tests as well. During activation, the first activation of every turn for a unit, now in this case, because the forces are so big, we have 2 of them, within 36 inches of the army leader may be activated for free. These are brigades. Everyone else has to roll. In order to succeed, you need anything but a 1. Anything but a 1. If, however, you have fired or lent support to firing, you can't take an action. Skirmishing is different. Units in march column, artillery, and units in contact with the enemy cannot assault. I do love that. You want to try to keep your brigade commanders close to your units. If they get further than 12 inches away, they have to check for a messenger failure. It's 50%. Assault actions. This is a assault move, which is a full move of the unit. If, however, and we'll talk about combat in a second. If you want to take a maneuver action, that's moving. Movement is very, very free in this game, but there is a brand new thing introduced. Units may interpenetrate, but they may only interpenetrate units of their own brigade. In addition, they may not interpenetrate a unit that has fired. That includes skirmish fire. So if a unit shoots, you may not interpenetrate it. Moving is across the battlefield. Other than that, facing is free, movement is free. We already have talked about the movement distances. There is a retreat move. And this to me is a really subtle change, but I think I like it. Units that begin a turn within 3 inches of an enemy may move. But this is a retreat move, and they must finish more than 3 inches from an enemy, or friendly units in contact with the enemy. So you can't just run away from combat. You got to get out of contact. Pretty good, I think. An assault move is a regular maneuver, except you must either finish in contact or at least partially, or you must end up in contact or within 3 inches of an enemy unit that is in contact. This is an enemy unit. This is different from the rule that we were playing before, which means it's not enough to simply move forward. An assault move must be a move into battle. An infantry unit cannot finish an assault in contact. And this, another addition. Infantry may not melee cavalry unless it started within 6 inches of the cavalry. Changes of formation can be done in combination with a move. You can move and change formation. Leaders move after the activated brigade moves. Reinforcements come at the end of the turn. And then we get into melees. All active units must fight, even if the enemy is not in its front arc. You pick a main unit, and then you pick the side units. They have made a significant change to the way that melee works. Melee gets its melee value, and each unit in contact adds 1 point. Each unit, once we do that to figure out how many have totaled in, we then look and see how many units are within 3 inches of the fighting units from the same brigade. Whoever has more gets an additional 1 point. That's it. Dice are rolled. Typically, the target is 4. There are modifiers. And we'll go through those. After the fight, we take Valor tests. I think it's the biggest change. I'll say it. I think it's the biggest change. Winning, if you win in a melee, you do not take a Valor test. Infantry and artillery that lose a fight where the attacker is cavalry, rout, no matter what. Cavalry units that lose a fight and do not rout must bounce. They make a retreat move. If you are in line, big change for this version, you add half the fire value of the infantry unit in line to the melee if the target is at least partially in its front arc. You now get a little bonus for being infantry in line, shooting at the people coming at you. So we talked about Fortitude and we talked about Valor tests. When the number of losses, whether through fire or melee, applied to a unit equals its tenacity value, seen on the tooltip, it becomes shaken, and the brigade gets a setback. Each loss suffered by a shaken unit requires the commanding player to take and if you then get over that number, you then have to start taking Valor tests, and this can make that unit leave the field. If a brigade suffers 3 or more setbacks, or actually more than 3 setbacks, I should say, it must begin taking Fortitude tests. They are taken at the end of the phase in which they occurred. They do not take place immediately. That's a change. A player taking a Fortitude test rolls a d6 for each marker over the 3. If it's 4 or more, you pass. If it's 3 or more, it fails, and you become a defeated brigade. When a brigade is defeated, any shaken units in the brigade rout, and each remaining unit suffers a loss and must make a retreat move. No additional setbacks are suffered for the retreat move. And when the last unit in a brigade routs, you remove the leader and it's done.
What about this defeat marker placed on the army leader?
That's a VP. We don't use that because we use the VPs that Michael Hopper establishes.
Hey, Destruct, can you do me a favor real quick over here at Bieber?
What would you like?
These two battalions, can you put those in an attack column for me?
Now,
Does that make sense?
well,
Beaver.
Attack column, remember, is... Now,
They're over on the
remember,
left.
attack column is different now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Attack
Go ahead,
column
yeah.
is not 2x2 or 3x3. It's units at the flanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Or is that a closed square, Kaz?
That's a closed square.
That's the closed column. That's right. You got to form that closed column.
Over here by Unterleichling. This is an attack column formation, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. You will now notice, and I have to turn on the terrain for folks to see this. We were doing trees wrong. And he wrote it this way, and we just didn't see it. And Robert gets all the credit for seeing it. The way they intend trees to work is they're essentially garrisonable terrain. You will notice, and this is the simplest one, that this forest is divided up by these little lines of trees. You see that? Those and those. And
Oh, yeah.
those are areas. So this is one area. This is 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You enter a forest, and you just got to be within 3 inches, and you pop into it. You just enter into it. You then stop. The next turn, you may pop into an adjacent one. If you are maneuvering, you may go to 2 of them. You may not leave an area you may not leave a garrison on the turn you enter it. So if you come here, you can't go 2. You also can't exit it on the turn you enter it. So if you come into here, you can't pop out in a second. You got to stop. You may shoot out in all directions from one of those areas with a -1 to your fire. Kind of interesting. And you'll see this one is broken up into a whole lot more areas.
Is that's only for the forest garrisons or also for town garrisons?
Forest and town.
Garrisons have fire value. So
I have fire value. You're quite right. Quite right. They have fire. So, it's not very effective, but you do get to do it in all directions. And then if, for example, someone is here and you're here, you may melee them garrison to garrison. That's how trees fights work.
Have we pointed out that being in a attack column doesn't give you a bonus anymore?
That actually came with a previous change, but we can certainly re-mention it. Attack column is no longer the mighty, mighty monster that it was before. That's right, you're right. They've actually taken it off the...
just because...
Yeah, it's no longer even the... If you take a look at the QRS is the best way to look at this. Attack column, once upon a time, you'll notice that it gets its value halved. Once upon a time, in melee, you used to get a bonus for being an attack column. You don't no more.
So,
why does it say attack value modifiers attacker is an attack column on the QRS then?
Because it halves his fire. You get your fire value halved. It's only a penalty to firing.
So it's not necessarily worth being an attack column if you don't intend to attack.
Exactly.
Or maneuver.
It's clear they're trying.
Artillery chop it up now too.
What's that now?
Artillery is doubled against attack any column.
It's doubled?
Yep.
I thought that was melee.
Nope.
No.
Oh, really? Wow, I just took that to be melee. Where do you see that? Where is that, Has?
It's
So-
somewhere. I remember seeing it.
Attack value modifiers, attacker.
I know target has 3+ ranks is considered.
No, target is 3+ ranks is still +1 fire. It's doubled in melee.
8.11.
Is that
In the
okay?
rules.
So it's not in the QRS. Okay,
No.
got it. Okay,
Yep, it's double the attack value of artillery if the target is an attack column.
Ouch.
double the
Yeah,
attack
it's
value.
there.
I'm assuming you don't get the +1 for 3 ranks as well. Like, I don't think you get double whammied. You're not doubled and +1 for shooting an attack column. I think you're just doubled.
And bear in mind, doubling, save for canister, is not that powerful. That's a 2 versus a 1.
So does the +1 matter at all then? Oh,
No.
so it's just double. There is no +1
Yeah,
anymore.
there's no +1.
double.
It's just doubled. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, canister would be 4.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I said except canister.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So there's no benefit for attack column at all in any formation.
No, because you're gonna
I'd say
need
it's more maneuverable.
you're gonna it's more
More guys in
maneuverable
contact.
and
More
you're gonna want to make contact in attack column because you can double the number of guys contacting.
So yeah, unless you plan on actually charging someone, go into line.
Yep, which I don't have a problem with.
I pointed this out as well, is that attack column, you can go from attack column to close column in the same turn you move. If you want to, and then vice versa. If you want to form square from line, you have to sit still. So in theory, you are a bit more maneuverable in the face of cavalry.
Hey, Destruct, can you join our team?
Hey, good morning, Matt. Glad to have you.
Oh yeah, Achilles, I had a note for you in team chat. I'm not sure if you saw it.
I have joined your team.
So when did YouTube start with all the colors? All y'all got different colors for your text names.
Oh, can we get the deployment map back?
Oh yeah, sure. So a lot of changes, bottom line.
So this guy beside Unterleichling, does he want to stay in attack column?
Well, there's not really a whole lot of room for him to go into line, though. That's the problem.
If you kick him out of the line, I'm not going to complain about it
okay.
as long as you keep him near there. Besides, you could deploy in front of it.
Is this okay up here with the 1st Battalion, 55th Regiment?
No, you can't do that.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I'm saying.
You'd have to kick out like that, basically.
Right.
If you want to have that line there, or move him that way so he's like that, but you can't.
Right.
You can't conform to terrain.
Also, Andrew, is it your intention to have this cannon masked by your infantry?
No.
Okay, got it.
Joe, do you have any questions?
Yeah,
all of them.
all of them.
I guess more of like deployment-wise. Do you need any help?
Well, I sent you a. Oh, here we go. Okay.
You see that,
Let's-
Chrono?
Yeah, I'm writing something.
Okay, so I'm figuring that I'm not exactly sure what all the different unit formations look like. I mean, I know what line is. I'm thinking that attack column is a matrix of 2x3, right?
Yep, accurate.
And what's this closed column?
What you're going to need to do.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
That's
I'll
it.
do what I can then.
That's closed column.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this demonstration? I'm going to look at it.
And what's that? What's the front of that formation?
There's none. You're basically in a square at that point.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's
Principally speaking, you formed square.
It's a variation of square. It's like a closed square where basically you're in a column, but then you just sort of turn outward to see off cavalry.
okay. Gotcha.
And as I noted earlier, the benefit to that is you can go from an attack column. You can do a maneuver or a reform, basically. Do one move, and then go into closed column, or go from closed column into attack column and then move. But you cannot do that when trying to form a square. But closed column gives you the benefits of being in square. So attack column is a bit more maneuverable.
What Chrono has said is true.
With regards to trying to move around cavalry. But
Okay.
I am still totally confused about what does attack column look like?
Where are you?
It's,
By 3.
What I have here.
By 2.
I'm down here. Okay.
It's not a line and it's not a march column.
This.
Okay.
That is an attack column.
That was Okay, so that's the same as it was before then.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
The Austrians are slightly different because they have slightly bigger.
Yeah,
units.
that's what I was
Slightly.
looking at. I was looking at this group over here, and you said there was a attack column, but that unit has 6 stands.
Dude.
Yep.
No. Those are two different ones. Just
No, this is
That's
same
one
battalion.
big battalion.
So that's one
Yeah,
big
it's just
battalion.
one battalion.
oh, sorry. Right. Yeah.
That's
For
what I'm
Austrians.
saying.
Just those
So,
lunatic
Jim,
Austrian
refresh-
big battalion. Honestly, those by themselves, it's going to be very interesting to watch the interplay because yes, they have a savage tenacity, is what they've got. Very curious to know how much else accrues to them being that wide.
Okay, so are the Austrians done now?
Not quite. I haven't.
You could probably start deploying. There's not a hell of a lot left for us to do.
Just deploy the French. Go nuts.
Yeah. All right.
Everyone knows what they're running.
Well, the French should just
The
be
French?
back to where they were. Yeah,
Okay.
we have no extra French people.
That's short dismay.
Chrono was going to run all the allies.
And we're all the Germans.
Poor bastards. Tell those Württembergers to go in there. Where, sir? There. Oh, thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Look at me taking a hard pass. I think, in a battle like this, Turk, I don't know as the tree thing is going to matter because ain't too many people going to spend too much time in trees. There's no need for them to do so here. Everybody knows what I'm about to say. Teugenhausen's a different matter.
Is this a road?
Hey, Destruct. Look at my
Is what a road?
comment.
Sorry.
Well, these guys over
Oh,
here.
hold on.
But I'm thinking
It's a
yellow
big,
ping.
Yeah.
Give me. Do you have any idea how big this is? That is a.
I-
that is.
You're
You're
allowed to.
That is a
You're allowed to
stream.
kick them out
That is a stream.
where they are.
Is it a road?
It's a stream, Has. It empties out into this swamp.
Are you talking about that black line has? Yeah,
Yes.
the black lines are streams.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, roads look like this, Has. They're double.
What was that, Destruct?
Sorry, I sent you
Gotcha,
a
got
message.
Daniel! So clearly, in bringing in all these folks by doing this at this time of day, we're bringing in all of our Australian contingent. You don't need to go to bed, David Pumphouse. Sleep is for the weak.
Oh, Jim.
You can
real
sleep
quick,
when you're dead,
There
Dave.
you go.
over here by Unterleichling.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get this unit into line?
Hit 1.
How you?
I mean, that guy there.
mean, they're gonna be
no,
way
no. Just,
outside
I mean, honestly, it's like this. Here, I got him.
Go ahead.
Dude. Like the man said, wee.
Well, I understand that.
And
part.
then, and where do you want to put him?
well,
you can put him here.
if I put them there, I'm asking the village.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Town.
if you want to do
That's
that,
what I'm
that's
saying.
I see what you're
Just
saying.
just angle it a little bit. Just
Yeah.
angle it this way.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay.
It's a little
It's
better.
the angle of the angle.
No, it's the angle of the dongle.
Like that, maybe.
Yeah.
That
I'm
works.
good on my side.
Except definitely placing them facing the enemy is best.
Depends on who you're
Well,
asking.
I can't help it if somebody put the figures on the table backwards.
They were facing the right way when I placed them, sir.
No, they weren't. Ooh. What? Boo.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Terrible
tell,
things over there.
You're gonna tell me about manipulating figures while you do this.
Somebody's hands keep grabbing stuff.
Yeah, nobody stop grabbing OJ stuff. Hey, wait a minute.
Let's see what we got.
French done?
God, no.
What's your excuse? Let's go.
We had to wait on the Austrians.
Mr. Primrose.
The Germans are done. The Germans are done.
Well, yeah.
The best
There's only
way,
3 of 'em.
Daniel. The best way, Daniel. Honestly, is on my Twitter feed. I try to keep a list up of the schedule. I do try to keep a list. I call it the pile now, where I try to predict what we're gonna do. Of course, if people duck out on me and Cancun Charlie isn't back from Cancun, things like that can change it. But I do try to do it on the Twitter feed. I also talk about it at the end of every broadcast.
Sometimes pile grows unexpectedly.
Yeah, sometimes I find out that an awesome game came out that I absolutely have to play.
Is Cancun Charlie coming back for this weekend?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I think he will.
He
You
may
may
be back.
Grenada again.
Actually.
Back.
Because half of us on this call or on this game are sitting here freezing in sub-freezing temperatures. He's in Grenada and we're mocking him for it.
But you are not as tough. Nobody is as tough as Marcus Cribb. We all acknowledge this. Marcus Cribb sitting in his house playing Valor and Fortitude while, may I note, his house boiler wasn't working, so he was freezing.
At least he's got a laptop that'll keep him warm.
Well, no, he actually had a PC that he was playing on, and he kept saying his desperate hope was that it would overheat.
Oh, put on a sweater.
Oh, no. He was playing in an anorak.
In a what?
Do you not have those in Canada?
What's an anorak?
It's the hooded coat.
Oh, like a parka?
Yes.
Okay. How cold is it there?
It's well below freezing. They're having a cold winter.
Okay, what is everyone's definition of a cold winter?
I understand. Look, I'm trying to be sympathetic. I'm from up here too. Don't forget that.
In West Virginia, it would be anything below probably 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
I have some lovely visitors from an upscale town in Georgia who wanted to visit our city hall, so I gave them the tour. And while they were there, we were talking about, you up here have that clever idea about dealing with snow by shoving it off the road. And I say, what do you?
Wow.
And I said, what do you all do with it? Shrug and wait for it to melt.
Yep.
They don't have many snowplows down south.
Many, you say. You can drop that M there, my friend.
I was driving from Norfolk to Virginia Beach, and there was, I don't know, an inch of snow on the ground. And I was doing the speed limit. A cop pulled me over for going too fast for the conditions. And then he looked at my license. He goes, "Oh, you're from Illinois. You know what you're doing. Go ahead."
Crazy.
How did you get... Turk, what did you do?
Also, what's negative 20 Fahrenheit in real temperature units?
Oh, you mean the arbitrary...
You mean in freedom units.
Yeah. No, it's 20 degrees freedom units. It's 20 degrees freedom units is in revolutionary... It's interesting, because that must do that. It's...
I know it's zero, it's the same.
It's -6 Celsius. No, 20 is... Hang on a second. No. Give me a negative number, you goofy machine.
I didn't... if you're asking...
28 below Celsius.
Okay.
20 Fahrenheit is 28 below Celsius.
No, it can't be that much.
It is. I just put it into the Google machine. Talk to Google.
What is it?
32 is 0.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way. It's not an even progression.
Because at 0 Fahrenheit and 0 Celsius, they're the same.
Exactly. It can't possibly be even.
No,
it's
0
not.
Celsius and 0 Fahrenheit are not the same.
Because water freezes at 0 Celsius,
Right,
but it freezes at 32 Fahrenheit.
There's a point at which they're the same.
The conversion formulas are usually the same.
Isn't that like minus 240?
No, it's like minus 40. They're the same.
Obviously, you need to switch to Kelvin.
Yes, -40 is the same. The computer says. So -20
Okay,
Fahrenheit.
there we go.
-20 Fahrenheit is 28.8889 degrees Celsius.
Cool.
Hello, and welcome to Doing Math with Napoleon.
Mass.
Doing your maths with Napoleon.
Specifically temperature.
They never use that.
Mechanical Turk. He used his account once and got banned? Brother,
where?
that's a land speed record.
Account for what?
His Twitter account.
What did he say?
One
That could be
time?
something anti-Musk.
One time? There are full-throated neo-Nazis. I mean, come on. They get a warning. Oh.
Sometimes they don't even get a warning.
No. But I mean, but one time. Are the French done now?
What'd he do?
Has is still working, I think.
I just got to see if this guy's on the actual river. And
He's
I can't
not.
tell that till the.
Thing comes on? Sure.
Well, he's not on the black line, but those two guys.
The black line
him
is
We're gonna line
actually...
up.
Turk did a very fine job, but we'll see here. Pow. How's that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. The two guys behind him are in the river.
They don't care.
They don't care. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, turn... you guys are a blast. All right, turn 1, French. How about you draw a fate card? I think that's you, Achilles.
Oh, okay. I just pressed 1, right?
Yes, sir. I'll peek at it.
Oops, I just drew 2. I didn't mean to.
So put 1
It
back.
looks like you only drew 1.
You got 1.
Oh, okay, perfect. I thought I hit
And
it again.
That's
I'm
a very
sorry.
fine card. So next thing we do, and this is for Joe's benefit, is we look out. We say any fire, either artillery or musket. If so, where is it?
The garrisons over here can shoot at each other.
I have some musket fire over here.
Where would that be? Sorry, Chrono. Where?
At
you're
Degenbach.
way over there. You're way over there. Got it. Thank you.
Is this both sides calling out for fire?
No,
it's active
no.
side only.
Active side only.
Side only. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the
All right. So Joe, the deal is these boys that are all in column get to, it's half round down, so most people are going to be shooting at 1 if they're in attack column, which these guys are. A garrison, as was said earlier, gets to attack at half. So it looks like the best shot you're going to get is a 1. And then you're going to get to add this 1, so that's 2. The thing about garrisons, amongst a lot of other things, is they get to ignore the first hit. So you really don't want to shoot at them above a 1. Or below a 2, I should say. Below a 2.
Below 2.
So yeah, this is a 2 looking for 4, 5, 6.
alrighty, these guys are skirmishing.
I think
Very
we need
good.
dice rollers.
You got
Yeah, I got one over here.
I made a bunch of them.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Oh, never mind.
You
I
are
stand
You
corrected.
are so not looking.
This is not. Oh, there it goes. Or maybe not.
You may have to move it because it is the terrain, unfortunately. But that's
One hit that gets ignored.
exactly.
These guys are going to. These guys are going to skirmish at the guns, however.
1. That's 1.
They also ignore a hit because I said so.
They do not. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And they received 1.
They tried. Yeah, I know you tried to ignore it, but they could not.
What if I just pretend what if we pretend we didn't see that?
But we're hiding in the bush, sir.
Yeah, I was going to say, you found the one bush outside Eggmuhl, and you're hiding in it. All right. Anything else? Any other shots over here?
I have artillery.
You have an artillery. Where would that be, Achilles?
Over
I
here,
see
sir.
it there. Who's he shooting at?
If I can, I'm going to shoot at that line.
Yeah, that line is your obvious target, I think. You got 2 guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1. That's a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, Achilles.
It is. That's what they tell me.
2 dice, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, it won't roll.
Yeah, it's like you can fuss a little bit. Yeah, we'll get your brand new one. How's that? Try that.
Okay. That worked.
1 hit. Dang it, I forgot.
Oh dear.
All right, Mike, you have another die
dear.
roller. I don't think you want it. Any other artillery shots or musketry shots or shots?
We can still skirmish shot and move, right?
Oh, Jim, you do need to put a
Yep.
marker for that.
I need to
don't
go
you?
get a marker because I have to dip my ink in the my quill in the ink.
Shooting stops you from moving.
Skirmishing is.
Skirmishing is still overrides that.
It does it? Okay.
Yes.
You can skirmish and move, but if you fire with full effect,
rule
you
on
can't.
skirmish is when this unit that has the skirmisher trait shoots or lends fire support, the commanding player can choose to have its fire value and increase its range by 6 inches. If they do so, this unit is allowed to carry out an action in the same turn.
What about interpenetration?
You may not.
No.
We have that
If you
directly
shoot,
from
you
Juris.
can't interpenetrate at all.
You can't.
And that's period,
Yes.
whether it's skirmish or not.
Correct. If
Right,
you
correct.
if a skirmishing unit shoots, it may not be interpenetrated.
Okay, and I have 3 dice over here.
So I see you got a skirmisher right here, yeah. That's
Yeah.
your. Oh,
And
your
that
those.
was the. Yeah. Oh,
them
sorry.
is,
Good.
yeah. So yeah, as Robert has done stead, that's 3 dice. He's got 3 fire dice.
Oops.
So you're not skirmishing.
He
Yes, I am.
no, and if you're skirmishing, it's 1 die.
Yeah, it's 1 die for him, 1 die is support, 1 die in support.
Oh, I see. I see. You all follow what he said? That makes sense.
Now go ahead and say.
Oh,
that.
I see. You're in range. I get it.
Oh, he's got 3 units. He's
Yep. He's got this skirmish unit up front, and he's got a unit in line here and a unit in line there.
Yep.
That's good. That's legit. What'd you roll, Robert?
2 hits.
2 hits. Thank you. Plink. Other shooting.
I have
hear- Mhm.
I have the card at the bottom of my screen, not just on the table. Is there some way to make that go away?
It's in your hand. I don't think you can. Unless you
there
put it
goes.
down.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes. Yeah, you just leave it here. That's fine. It's probably where I put your hand, but you can just leave it there.
All right. Thank you.
You know what it is.
Yes, I do.
All right. Very good. We now commence with. We go to the activation phase or the action phase, in which I ask both commanders, Achilles and Robert. You got 1 brigadier within 36 inches of your overall commander that you get to move. Who is it?
Grando.
Grando. Away you
You.
go. Robert.
Petite.
Petite. Go.
Hey, real quick, Jim. Somebody's
Mhm.
asking about crossing rivers. If there's a penalty, that's treated as rough terrain and a half.
Well,
move. Is that
this
correct?
river here is impassable, except at
Right.
except at a ford and that
Or a
bridge right there.
bridge. Yeah.
How far did you just move that guy?
18 and then garrisoned him.
There's garrisoning. There it is. We see it.
He was in
Garrisoning.
March column, so he had 18, and then he was on 6 or 3 of the garrisoned.
So on his second move, he garrisoned. Yep. He has vanished into the trees as far as the Austrians are concerned.
Well, it's building. We have captured Overlakeling.
Yes.
Oh, that's where you were. Sorry. Look at that. Boldly done.
Yeah, Andrew, in this game, movement is huge. Can move really big distances really fast. So
Well,
if you're in March column,
yep.
even
attack
in
column.
Well,
even
no.
in attack column, you can go 12,
Yeah, but line is
and you can
6.
do it twice.
Yeah, true.
So that would be 24 inches in in one turn.
Yeah, and that's something OJ and I were talking about in the Discord. Is that this system wants big tables, right?
Yeah,
You're not going to have phone booth fights.
it really
Oh,
needs
did-
them.
Did those open order infantry? They can move further.
They could.
They're opting not to. It would seem.
Okay.
I think Chrono, if you want to roll for yours, if you want to move.
Oh yeah, let's get started. Chrono, what you got?
Zeben down here.
T-Bine. And how about You, Kaz, are still moving, guys.
It's not going anywhere.
Seabine's not going anywhere.
I'll try about Hugo.
That guy's gonna garrison there. This guy's gonna garrison there.
And let's remember that you cannot interpenetrate a unit that is not in your own brigade. Okay, so basically, despite what I said, the trees are now lousy with Frenchmen. Very good.
Lousy, you say?
I'm going to try to move Lawrence.
Very good.
Alpine.
Is this part of this garrison area?
Wait, now, so this here, that garrison.
Like,
The failure.
It stops
right?
here. Yeah, failures only on one.
Okay.
That's it.
it's like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Unless you're Austrian today, which they fail on 2.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yes, Austrians fail on a 1 or a 2, correct, and get no freebies.
Which last time was a big deal.
It was.
Dang it.
I rolled 3 1s.
Yeah, I feel your pain.
Battalion.
Just it was Ron in our Talavera game. He, here's a guy that's already got a huge trauma because of bloody big battles, and I'm like, dude, this is different. This is just on 1s, and he couldn't stop rolling 1s. Any French people that are sitting waiting that could perhaps roll, or are you all moving?
Wallingworth, I will do Wallingworth.
All right.
No, the Germans are being very slow today.
Ooh, Germans are being fussy.
Wow.
I'm
Okay. Movement is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Those cavalry. The 16th Chevalier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So wheeling is not a thing in this game.
Nope. Mm-mm.
As long as one part of your base doesn't move more than it should.
Right. But that's, that requires some pretty granular focus on that.
But their carbines are now useless.
Correct.
Because if they fire, they can't move.
Right.
I think they can.
They're an open order. Doesn't that give them something? Is allowed to maneuver a rally in the same turn that it fires. Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, he's right. Yep. Yep. Open order gives him that has.
Yep.
Bear in mind, Joe, that his open order hussars are not that much of a threat.
Yeah, those open order hussars are. If he doesn't switch back into closed order, he does not want to attack you. He's going to shoot you.
Even if he does go back into closed order, it's only 2 units.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
No, his intention is to harass you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's what they're used for, right?
Right. Seems accurate to me.
Soren.
Actually, I do find that in this rule set, hussars actually do what they're supposed to do, rather than most others, where they're just treated like every other cavalry.
Right. Well, or just slightly weaker. That's one of the very few flaws I find of significance in Blucher is it just doesn't think straight about cavalry. Or, if I may, with sufficient granularity. It's basically, hussars are just lighter cavalry. I trust no one is waiting to roll, because you should roll. You should roll. Achilles, you're moving, yeah? That's you?
I'm still moving, yeah.
Excellent.
I am done. So
All right.
Who's got Wallenworth?
He did, and it failed.
Oh,
you're not going to go that very far anyway. So
Look at all these Frenchmen. It smells heavily of onions and garlic in these trees.
It's not the worst smell.
It is not.
So, I know that, the stereotype is, Frenchmen smelled garlic, right? But in terms of their ration, did they ever actually receive any garlic?
No, it's far too expensive. It's bread, bread, stringy, fatty meat, butter. They got a lot of butter. They got a fair amount of wine. And this is when the supplies were coming in. And
So basically, no
Relative
Frenchman
salt,
smelled of
probably.
onions or garlic
and
on the battlefield.
onions and potatoes, yes.
Okay, but not
Was-
okay.
In the early days, Napoleon subsisted. It's one of the reasons he probably had such a problem with his digestion, other than stomach cancer. But he subsisted on potatoes and onions fried on a cook stove.
Was
It was-
garlic a
hard
big
to
thing
look at,
back
but
then? Was garlic a big thing for them back then?
It was. The garlic is a big
Well-
thing. At southern France, it's really southern France, up and certainly into Italy, right?
Because it wasn't a big thing until
terrible
about
way.
the early 70s in the U.S.
What am I doing?
I guess it was like flavor, right? And flavor back then was expensive in any form, other than salt.
Yeah, no, Matt, it's a fair question. We can and have run campaigns on TTS.
Yeah,
A lot of the guys on this table right now played the entire 1809 campaign, the early spring for Snappy Nappy. It's a lot of
Okay.
fun.
I need to roll for the Stabbernath.
Okay.
No, you're absolutely right. These guys do have more movement. They only move once. Dumbass.
Robert's having a separate conversation with this guy over there. He is 15 feet away, in fairness.
Fair army ration time also include whatever you could loot from the locals. So.
Absolutely. Now I'm listening again to 12 Who Ruled, and it was interesting how right before Carnot there was a significant uprising among military thinkers in France that said, you got to get out of the fortresses. Let's create these masses of men that will win decisive victories. And one of the big things they're bloody well going to do is subsist off the conquered populations.
Make war pay for war.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep thinking about Plum Martin's account of the American Revolution. He's always hungry. There's never enough food.
Oh no. Yeah, these guys are always, they're
That's a truth of every soldier in any era. They never get enough to eat.
Is that
Basically moving
talking
all
from
day.
experience?
Yes, it is.
Unless you're in the Air Force.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That we
Pop-
can agree on.
Pop-Tarts or no Pop-Tarts?
That's right.
We used
What
to
about the Navy? What are Navy rations like nowadays?
What are rations?
The Navy eats well.
Navy doesn't use rations.
we used to
Those
get
Marine Corps.
at least once a quarter.
So essentially, don't join anything that has ground.
Well, no, you join the Air Force because what the Air Force does is it builds all of its support facilities like cafeterias, base
Golf courses.
exchanges, golf courses, swimming pools, O clubs, NCO clubs, and then they go back and say, yeah, now we need more money to build the maintenance facilities and the hangars and the runway.
See, but like I was a shipboard on active duty, and then when I got out, I went into the reserves and I became a CB. I was under the impression that if somebody was going to shoot at me, at least I get to shoot back.
Anybody got movement to go?
Okay. I am done. Are you done?
All right.
Chrono?
I'm just checking.
I'm done.
All right, I'm just checking my turn of reinforcements. Yeah, it's all turn two. Very good. All right, nobody started a melee, right? You didn't start it this quick, right? All
We
right.
tried.
I believe you. I believe you. All right, so will the Allied commander, or the Austrian commander, please take a card? Whoever that was.
Is that still me?
I think it is.
Sadly. I know you want
Sure.
to shovel that responsibility off on someone else, but
It sure as in the hell ain't me.
Okay.
I'm going to look at this card. Ooh.
What'd you get?
Stop it. That's the Ron move. All right, so there's that. There's nothing in the fate phase. So now we're going to move forward into the fire phase. Austrians, who do you got to shoot at?
Lots.
Lots, you said.
How
Yes.
far is canister range?
12.
12.
inches.
Crap.
Is it possible to see, like, how far can we see into these wooded areas?
Not at all.
None at all.
You
Okay.
can if he's garrisoning, you can shoot him. He's in a garrison, so it's going to cost you. Is it okay? What is it now? Is it a die or is it a -1?
It's a die.
It's
You
a
lose
die.
No,
For shooting into a garrison.
I thought it's just they ignore the first hit.
or the first
Oh,
hit,
that's right. That's it. Thank you. God.
Which means 1 die of can fire will not do it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm within range.
This gun. Well, the point that folks are making, if you take a look at your fire, you've got a -1. This guy is out, so he can't even skirmish, unfortunately. This guy is in range, but he's only rolling 1 die, and because he's in a garrison, even if you hit him, he's going to ignore it. You got to bring more fire to bear than just 1 die.
Okay. All right.
Cannons are not very powerful in this game.
Well, they
Okay.
are up close,
Well, okay, yeah, but
and also,
They're-
one hit. One hit's a big deal when you only got 4.
I suppose.
Or 3, as the case may be.
Well,
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
All right,
you're
so
right,
it's
if
not-
they're firing by themselves at a long distance, they may not always do a whole lot. But when they start getting, like Jim said, when they get in close and you get fire support from the infantry,
Yep.
that's when they can start doing damage.
For real.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
Yeah, Joe,
cannon. So the cannon's not going to have effective fire. It's the 16th chasseur is out of arc, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So all right. So and the cannons in this phase, they have to wait till the movement phase to do any kind of moving or pivoting, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, then I don't have any fire unless I can fire from my column, but that's also got a 45, right?
Yep. You are following
Okay.
right along.
Unless
You
you
were
form
outflanked
closed
thoroughly.
Unless I'm what?
column. Unless
You
you
are-
form closed column.
But he's
I
not
don't
there yet.
believe I
He
have
can't.
not
He,
there
he
yet.
can't do that
here.
now anyway.
Yeah.
With my cannon, I don't believe I have a line of sight yet, do I?
Where from and where to?
Here.
Why wouldn't you?
Sure you do.
You're on the plain plateau.
'Cause
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
hill.
except that he's within the
Down the
1
hill.
inch.
Oh yeah, he may not get away with that. Yeah, he can.
Can he?
Yep.
There you go.
There he goes. The red line.
Definitely
is
can hit this unit.
The red line will work.
Yeah, you can hit this guy. He couldn't shoot this guy over here.
Right.
He
So
could hit this.
he can
Yeah,
shoot
that
See
that
one
guy.
figure.
What's that?
Can you see one figure? That's all you have to see to shoot him.
Yeah.
It's not about it's the 1
but
inch
it's the
thing.
1 inch too, though. it
Ah,
has.
yeah.
Yeah, you need 1 scapper under your friendlies.
Which, as I've said, it seems like not much. It's actually a bigger deal than that. I think it's I think it's quite a lovely, elegant thing. It keeps you from doing the worst cheesy stuff. So anyway, yeah, Andrew, you've got a shot that's 1 die.
Is anyone else shooting?
I can't imagine who.
Yeah, but he's
Oh.
shooting at
He's
a
got-
column. So
No,
what's
no,
the,
that's not an attack column. It's not 3 deep, or it's not a marked column.
He's got 2 skirmish dice he can throw into there.
Does he? Yep, sure does.
I
Shooting
thought
at
it was
any
at-
column, your,
thought it was
your
any
artillery dice
column.
are doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't asking that. What I was commenting on is who else does he got to skirmish?
Well, this guy,
You can't just to shoot closest.
That guy's got to shoot it over likely.
'cause he's the closest.
Yeah.
Oh, there are French in there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That guy doesn't have a shot, so he's
we
got
should
this
we
guy.
should put a little
and-
tricolor flag
Oh,
on
I
it
got
or something.
3 dice.
And this and as Haz is pointing out, that's the thing I was going to get to, and that's any column, or is that 3 deep?
Any column.
Any column.
And,
And you'll go have to remember
March or
that.
attack.
So 2, 3, 4 dice for 4, 5, 6. Two.
a perfectly average result.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Nice. Nothing there.
And now the 3 dice at the town.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wait, actually, it's more because then the what is your second battalion?
them guys up there.
Can you
can
see
help.
him?
Why not?
I wouldn't
They're on
be
the top
able-
of the hill
wouldn't
in the valley.
Nah, they're fine. Shoot down there.
They're shooting down at your head.
Yeah, they're shooting down at your head. So there's no. So they're shooting down there. So that's 3, 4. 4 dice, but he gets to ignore the first one.
Oh, the die roller's being weird.
You click on the minus, not the roll.
Yeah.
No, it's doing the double numbers thing.
No, I see.
Now click the 3. 4 is 4, right?
It's 4, yeah.
Yep. Try that 4. That's so weird because it doesn't do that for me. I suppose it's because I'm a hosting. How about now?
It's still
Andrew,
kind of
go ahead.
wacky.
How about
It
now?
recognized you as the authority.
Yeah, Jim, go ahead and copy one over here for me too, because this one.
I'll do it when we get there, Mike.
Yep.
One hit.
Which
One
you
hit
can
of sticks, anyway.
Oh,
No,
one-
he scored 2,
Oh,
and
okay.
then 1 hit got through. Sorry, that was me doing math in my head.
That's why I don't
And-
like. That's
No, keep that die roller. Keep that die roller.
too late.
Oh,
No, you can have it back. There you go. Now that's why I don't like copying.
there you go,
everyone
Andrew.
off.
It's beside your brigade now, so you don't get lost.
Die rollers are everywhere.
It's not like it costs
cheap.
money. Not like it costs money. All right.
Could you imagine? It's like $1 for every die roller you spawn in.
All right.
All
well,
be sharing the
who else,
same one.
Who else has a shot they want to try?
Yep.
Only electrons.
If Andrew's done, then I've got some shooting to do.
All right, OJ, where do we want to do it?
Let's start over here with on the right here, over by Interlink.
They just
They just shot at the
fired.
town.
Those guys just fired
These
at
guys
the town,
did?
Mike. Yep.
Oh,
They were.
how did they do that?
He just didn't tell you about it.
Doesn't matter. You
Doesn't
can
matter.
support. You can support outside brigade. Remember? In fact, you have to.
No, I didn't remember that.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Yep, now I do. Okay.
Next.
Then these guys here in front, did they shoot too?
Nope.
All right.
Who would they like to shoot at? Who's nearest? I guess those guys up there, maybe. Who?
Yeah, it's got to be these guys. I would
these
think.
guys.
All right. 3.
Would the town give 1 die for this?
Nope. Nope. Keep going. Nope. Can't get past 1 inch.
Yeah, the angle's not there.
Yep.
Well, yeah, 'cause I think the town can shoot.
The town is measured from its perimeter. So,
Yeah.
So it would get a skirmish shot way up on the hill against this guy. But not
Okay.
against this guy. So 3 dice against the 2nd Battalion, 3rd line.
1 hit.
Mm-hmm. So aggravating.
Artillery unit up here on the ridge.
You got that skirmish shot, Mike, from the town?
Oh, I do. Okay.
Mhm. 1 for 4, 5, 6.
Nope.
Next.
Now the artillery. Go against the gun.
Does being
No.
limbered help you at all? No.
No, because
Yes.
you've also. What now?
Oh, I see that hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this hill is in the way.
Yeah, I missed that hill.
What are you talking about? How does
Limbered artillery is
Yeah.
always outflanked and is considered a march column.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. So it would've been
it's-
double the
so
shots.
It's gonna count as a column. Okay. Okay.
And
Got
hitting on 3+.
Hey, there's a hill in the way. So,
Why? Oh, because of outflank.
Yep,
Interesting.
and that's out of range. Okay.
Okay.
So over to
Good note.
Eggmuhl.
Oh yes, the pain.
Bring the pain.
Who's closest?
Garrison?
maybe the
it's
garrison.
Yeah,
It's canister
probably.
range.
Yeah. So that's 4.
Plus one
Somebody
for the other
else,
column.
and plus the other garrison, I would think.
And the garrison in the
5.
line behind.
5.
Would they be shooting at the garrison, or are they closer
No.
to the Jäger regiment?
I think they're closer to the Jaegers.
11,
Okay, so just be the 5 dice at the town then.
Yep. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 at the town, ignoring the first one.
2, 3, 2 hits.
Takes some getting used to.
There was a floater.
Yeah, it passes through the architecture. All right. 3 on those guys?
3, I think.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, that's just within normal range. So yeah. Ooh, wow.
Two.
That's nice.
Oops.
All right. And now here.
All right.
Yep. So that's 2. Well, actually, you're probably going to want to go 3 here, 2 there. So that's 5.
Yeah.
And then this guy, that's out of arc for him. So it's just 5 here. 5 ignoring the first hit.
Uh, 2 hits.
And I think you still got a shot from this duder here.
I should say. Over there.
Here.
Mhm.
3, I think.
3, yep.
Is that right?
That's right.
Yep.
2.
Nice.
Consistency, I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Any other fires? Any other fires? All right. The Austrians get no freebies, and you fail on a 1 or a 2. So let's see what you get. Who wants to try to move?
I do.
All right. So you're going to try to move who? Hohenlohe?
His one command.
Is that the one? I'm sorry. I thought he also had Saxon
Yeah,
Coburg.
hold on.
Oh, right, he does have Saxon Coburg.
So who do you want to move, Andrew?
Hold on.
Go for it.
Be right back.
Yep. How about
Yay.
you destruct?
I'm going to try for Feldmarschall Albert Joseph Graf Murray de Milgum.
All right.
When I said I'm going to say the whole thing, I meant it.
I know. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Oh, he actually moved this time.
None of these guys.
I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you're all good. Just so you know, Andrew, this guy now is a roadblock. Nobody can move through them.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. How about you, Mike? You want to move somebody?
No, I do not.
All right.
Beaver doesn't want to come out and play.
You need to come dig him out. He doesn't need to come out and play.
Yeah, he's not feeling that coming out and playing thing.
What would be the purpose of him coming out to play?
Being specific.
I think I want Nicholas van Kaiser to try and move.
All right, give it a roll, 1 or a 2. Anything but. Anything but. Anything but.
Oh.
You gonna need a new roller there?
Might, yeah.
Here you go. Got a brand new one. How's that?
Three.
Away
He
you
gets
go.
to move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, movement values are on the quick start, right? Yep.
Hey, Dalinor. Hey, it's my missus. Hello, lady wife.
All right, I'm rolling for General Major Karl Ritter.
Nice, yes.
And there we go.
Am I allowed to move through towns?
That is a... No, they are impassable. You must enter them and garrison them and stop.
Or
So
move
the-
around?
The next
Okay.
on the next turn, you could go.
On the
out.
next turn, you pop out. Yeah. But in terms of moving
Gotcha.
through them in a traditional sense, no, you do not.
Okay.
It's kind of like the whole tree thing Haz is doing over here.
Okay. Oh, but you know what? We don't wheel in this game.
You don't have
So-
to. Yeah, no, you just booger, go whatever way you want.
Okay.
Haz is doing like we used to do for tactical breakfast.
What was that?
Going tree to tree with your mess kit.
Which section is this guy in? He's in 2.
Yep, you must pick. I would assume he is over... Oh, wow, okay. I would have assumed wrong. Gotta keep going.
Or just make him put him into a column.
Yeah, it doesn't
Please,
matter. When you're in a terrain like this, you probably should just go into attack column. or to a march column, because you're not thought to be in any terrain or into any formation. You're just in the garrison.
Where am I now? Am I in one
Yeah,
place?
you're good. You can see the trees. It's this one here. There you go. You're all good.
Are you missing part of that battalion?
No, he
No,
actually
they're
has.
hundreds.
He actually has a couple smallers. That's Gren's.
Oh, that's why. I'm gonna roll for MC Hammer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not his whole name.
Sorry, General Mayor
Oh,
MC Hammer.
and see what happened? See what happened?
I know. Yeah. Fine. General de Cavalry Andreas von Schneller, who will hopefully go fast.
Distract. Do you need me to hold this flank over here?
You are that flank, and you're also Andrew's reinforcements. So,
Which one's
that's-
Andrew? Give me a ping. Okay, gotcha.
So, like as I said, the Hussars aren't going to do a hell of a lot, but
Let's ignore
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll do things to you. Don't get me wrong. It's just not the kind of savage, horsey
Like-
things one might fear.
yeah, like don't get charged in the rear, but at the same time, hopefully Andrew will send some of his cavalry to help you out.
My cavalry?
Yeah, these guys here.
Oh, I didn't know those were mine.
Yeah.
I'll roll for them now.
All right. They're not
They're not
going.
moving.
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
send the cavalry back there to chase off those hussars. I got some cuirassiers there.
Okay.
Yeah, those light guys don't want any part of it.
Make that trade.
Yep.
What are they going to do in woods?
Chrono, I sent you a message.
Bugger all.
Garrison it.
Yeah, they're going to garrison it. Which look and see what happens to horses and garrisons. This is much to Ron's great displeasure.
This road movement and column stuff is really helping.
I bet. Well, you know what's also helping? You not rolling ones and twos.
Yes.
I think that is contributing significantly to your capacity to maneuver your army.
I agree.
Nobody in our group's ever done that.
I do like the fact that in the south part of the Eggmuhl battlefield, there's a turn 3 question mark for one of the Austrian brigades.
Do not know what's going on with my tabletop simulator today, but it is not responding well. Is my
It's
ping?
because there's 8 people.
Yeah, I'm lagging too.
Let's see who's got me a bad ping. Yeah, I got pretty good pings.
Mike's given me a bad connection.
Yeah, Mike always has a bit. Well, not always, but he often does. Anything you want in particular, Joe, just call out. I can group for you if you want.
Sure.
The other thing is with all these 10,000 voxel figures, you may need to zoom in some just to maybe keep your frame rates down.
Yeah. So this 1st Battalion, 3rd Regiment von Kaiser, where'd you like them to go?
I'd actually like them to turn towards a hussar and change formation to that closed column.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. About there?
Yeah.
Look at us. We're using the saucy new rules. Got it?
Yep. And then the third battalion is going to go in the space between the 2nd and the 1st.
All right. That's movement of a column is what, gentlemen?
12.
12.
12.
Yep.
facing
It's
this
gonna
way.
go there. Yeah.
That would be 12.
12, sir.
12.
And now, just so you know, this guy has another move left because you only moved him once.
Right.
If you want to maneuver him. And this guy can still change into another formation should you wish.
Oh, okay. So I'll go with close column with him too, just because there's cavalry there.
They're lurking.
And what is the range on musketry? 12?
12.
Plus 6,
12.
plus 6 if you're
Well,
skirmish.
Yes.
It's 12, sir. 12.
And what Chrono's saying is
Well,
if you're choosing
Rain
to
Man.
skirmish, which parenthetically is what you're going to wind up doing with a lot of these guys because they're not in line, and because so you're going to wind up skirmishing. So you might as well add another 6.
Okay. All right. So they could stay here and skirmish these guys.
Oh yes. Should they choose to remain?
The hussars and chasseurs are going to go around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've got the other half of the brigade here.
What do you wish of these gentlemen?
We're going to go ahead and put. We're going to move. I want to move the militia.
The Erzherzog Legion.
The Erzherzog Legion. Yes.
What will they do?
I want to move them here.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well.
Plug a hole.
12 is there.
Yep.
You could say that the 1st Battalion, 3rd Regiment just didn't get that far and put them here.
Put who? Oh, these guys?
Yeah, he's saying basically you could argue this guy didn't advance as far as you advanced them.
Yeah.
And so pull him back a few.
Yeah, let's do that. Close up the line.
Something like that.
Because at the end of the day, you do want to, like, move. Because if you leave everyone behind here, then...
Yeah. So the next question is, do you want to put these guys in? They can actually form square, as can they parenthetically. So they can form square or they can form that close column.
Put them in close column. And then these other 3 here, I think I can move them. We're just going to move them on the other side of Oberstanding. So the rest of the brigades.
Okay, so just as far as they can go forward. Well, these guys can go. They're going to hit that river or the stream, which means they're going to go 6. And so that's going to stop them there. That's one move for them.
Yep.
They're just going to move 12 inches, essentially.
Yeah, well, that's. I just want to show them what it looks like, and then I think you're.
Fair enough.
I think you're going to be right though, Destruct. So that's there, and then these guys, you want them to go here. You're dodging the town, right?
Right. Because they're the reserve.
All right. So then, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to remind him that you do want to try and keep him within 12 of the brigade commander, because otherwise they start taking messenger tests for not being in range.
Yep. And we also do, and also theoretically, brigadiers are supposed to move last. So, do you want this guy to finish his move to the other 6 inches? This fella.
He's got to be within 12.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be, but if he's not, then he has to start taking tests to see if he actually moves.
Yeah, I do want him to move. Mm-hmm.
You can probably garrison the town with your brigade commander, and therefore he's got range to everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'll do it. Yeah.
All right, so he's going to garrison the town.
Yeah, you'll be fine there.
And what do you want to do with the 2nd Battalion, 7th Regiment?
Move him up behind the. Let's move him up behind the 1st.
Oh, we know
you can move those guys again, by the way. Like those 2 you just moved, move them again over the river.
Yes, that's
Another 6.
okay. Yep. See, I can't pick shit up.
I do not know the answer to this.
I don't know either. You seem to be working fine.
He's host.
Fair.
Well, yeah.
It's just usually not that big a thing. But...
Well, all right. I think that's everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Did this 2nd Battalion move twice or no?
It
did not. It did not move twice. Putting it in line's not really going to be helpful, right?
No. There's
not at this stage.
Well, it depends what you want to do, I suppose. But the one thing it could do once it gets closer is start shooting. It has his weed livers, but
yeah. It's already got. Is it going to help me to get closer?
Well, I mean, you at least cross the river, so then you don't have to do it next turn.
Yeah.
If you get to within 12 inches, you can start using your fire as opposed to your skirmish. Your fire is 3, your skirmish is 1.
All right, let's move
If
them
you're
on
in
the other
line,
side.
it's 3. Otherwise, it's 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's move them to the other side of the river.
Just checking something. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, like right on the other side.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you. I know you want to get over the river, so we'll go there.
Yeah. Okay.
Rocking.
Unfortunately, I had to limber and move my gun again, so he's gonna have to wait till next time.
Yep. All right, so that's all of these boys. That's a lot of them. We'll go over what comes on at the end of the turn. Anybody left for the Austrians to move?
I don't think so. Unless it's Studerheim. Does he need to move?
No, not
I
this
moved
time.
everything.
All right. So now for the end of the turn, because that's now where reinforcements happen. Our good friends, the Austrians, get Charles and Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein and Charles.
That should be right here. Hang on. Pinging now.
So Archduke Charles and Liechtenstein.
So you're gonna take Liechtenstein. I need to. Well, I am Charles, so I need Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Charles. Where do they come in at?
Right
Right there.
Yeah, pretty much here. So they're gonna pop out pretty much. I gotta argue they're gonna pop out into that garrison position. But the problem is they can't all go into garrison in the same area. So what we're gonna do, I think, is this for
I
that
have
one.
12.
That for this.
Yeah.
That gun, by the way, is an army gun destruct.
I know. I'm taking it.
I figured. And this one goes here.
Can I? I can't be in there with the gun.
Yeah,
though.
no, you can't. You got to be out here. You got to be here.
Okay.
And then Liechtenstein himself also has a brigade battery.
Wouldn't it make more sense to give him that? It's together, and then I'll just be over here.
Well, it depends. It just depends where you want to put him. Because if you put him, if you put him anywhere else, it's going to take him extra time to get through the woods. That's all.
So, Joe, where are you trying to advance with them?
Probably probably either into a reserve position or to probably up further in the woods supporting these guys.
Okay, so then it's probably best for you to go that way then to your right.
Okay.
How do you make the little arrows go up and down?
You mean the tab thing?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This second column artillery, where does it belong?
I think that goes with
the guys behind it.
Yeah.
Behind it. Okay, cool.
Melee 6.
And just for the record, this is indeed, because it's Robertson, my favorite guy, Alois Gonzaga Josef First von und zu Liechtenstein.
Von und zu.
All right, that's everybody. As if we needed more.
So.
Good lord.
It's a huge battle.
Oh yeah. Well, and the crazy part is, it really isn't. You look at something like Wagram at the battalion level, it's insane. But all right, that's turn 1. Hooray!
Yes, get your hand off my gun.
All right, we're good. So we're gonna
Checking to see if it was horse.
We're gonna keep rolling.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't think there is any horse batteries out here.
Yep.
Where?
The French got one here,
Yeah, the one that didn't move.
Okay.
and the Austrians have got 2.
Okay. It's been a while.
So you got to make the range 36.
I'll do it when they shoot. That means I'll be coming close to them. No sense fixing it till I get there, until I got to go back to the main one. All right, so we got all this done, and now we go to turn 2. Now in turn 2, the French are going to get a nice bunch of reinforcements, so we'll do that then. But the first thing the French got to do, Achilles, is draw a card.
Okay. Did I draw one?
You didn't.
No. I didn't.
Mouse over it and press 1. There you go.
There we go.
Take a peek at it. Ouch.
No.
Oh, that second one. You never know.
Yeah.
First one, not so much, but yeah, I get it. All right, let's do fire. I'm going to start over here with Robert. Robert, who are you
We
shooting
could
at?
play that first card now
Oh.
if you wanted. This one.
Yeah. Do I play that fate card in my fate phase or in there?
I think you
Which
played
one?
at the start. The one you just got or the one you already got?
The one I just got.
They're
At the start of their turn, so you don't do it now. You do it at the start of their turn.
That's what I was asking.
Yep. Has was talking about over there. All right, Robert, what do you got?
All righty. From here to here.
So he's so what you're saying is your main is this boy here? Who's your main?
Right there.
All right.
Telling
So it's a
first one.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
I'm only using 5 on that.
He's only using 5. 5 it is.
And the 5 would be 1, 2.
That guy doesn't have range, does he? Or he's skirmishing? Okay.
Yep.
Hang on. Show me an inch though. No shot. No shot from this guy. See?
Okay.
So, main guy is here. 3, 4, 5. Unless they're not doing it now.
If he doesn't have a shot, then it's only 4.
Jim,
Yep.
when was the rally? When is the rally phase? It's after fire.
It's
No.
an action.
Yeah, rally is an activation.
Oh,
Is it-
good lord. Yes, I'm sorry. Continue.
So was it 4 or 5?
Wait, time out. It doesn't matter if you want. Did you have somebody you could have rallied Achilles?
No. Not till this turn. No.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Certainly doesn't matter much either way. Okay, so yeah, you've got. I mean, it just depends who you're committing. This guy can shoot at 3. This guy can support, and this guy can support.
What, the Leger?
Mm-hmm.
I want to use them elsewhere.
Where are you going to
So
use them? Well, who are you going to shoot? The gun?
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so that's
Gun
4.
closest to him.
Yeah, sure. Over here.
2 more.
2 more. All right, 2 more. Here we go. Yay! Party time, kids, because that I would think. Oh, no, tenacity.
No,
5.
we're Austrian.
Yeah, you're Austrian with that wicked tenacity, yeah. All right, so this guy then is going to take the other shot at that gun with a 3, and that's going to be that's
4 or
plus
5.
1, 4. Does he have a shot?
No, there's no way. Well,
Yep.
never mind. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
it's,
works.
It's actually a pretty good shot. That one's better than the other one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Why is it they're getting 3 dice?
3 at the front.
No. They're in open order. They lose 1, don't they?
No. Do they?
What does open order do? Let me
I don't
double
think
check.
open order.
Oh no, never mind. I'm reading the wrong thing. Forget I said anything.
Yeah. So 3, 4, 5.
I broke the roller.
It is a good thing we don't pay for these.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I say, it's the it's the amazing, awesome, and God, I love it. Mechanical Turk table. It doesn't like the geometry of it.
Yeah, I'm using the roller that's over by the sequence of play here. And
That one was never corrected. Anyway, there you go.
so you said 5?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that looks like
1, 2, 3. I'm assuming his tenacity, even amongst the. See, that's why I hate it. What are you gonna do? He shook, and now OJ, you're gonna have to make a check for that boy. 1 die on a 3.
All right. Got it.
But your commander is bad.
He has a setback, and I have a separate setback marker.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy. It's this
Yeah.
black one we've been using.
Yeah, we did that last time we played this just because it was getting too confusing as to what red dots belong to.
So he has received a setback. Other fire, Robert.
Yeah, that back unit can scare me for 1.
Who's that now? Oh, that guy. Can he get clear? I would think so. Yeah. He's going to skirmish all the way over there for 1 point. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point.
And I made it count.
Mm-hmm.
That's all my fire.
I'm going to wander over here to Scenic Degenbach. Chrono.
These guys are going to point all their fire at these guns here.
Them guns there. That's 3. And I assume everybody else is going after Eggmuhl.
They have to. They're closer.
I should think, yeah. 3 on that gun right there. That horse already.
2, which I think will shake it.
Yeah,
And
that will shake it, and that's an extra. So, Mike, I think that's you, Vukasovic. Another check, please. Yes.
Passed.
Let me get a setback. Where's Vukasovic hiding? Is he back there? There he
Right
is.
there.
And
Mike, I think my grenadiers are coming to help you out.
And these guys are going to skirmish at, I believe they have to skirmish at Eggmuhl.
I would think so. So this guy here and this guy here both firing 1 die. So that's 1 plus 1 is 2.
There's no point in shooting.
Why?
He ignores the first 2 hits.
Why the first 2?
Does he?
No.
Light troops in a
Oh, he's
garrison.
light. Yeah, he's light infantry. Yep.
In that
Well,
case, gun takes 2.
Yep. Light.
You can't change the target.
No, but he gets no. We have said that we don't require feckless hits. We don't require feckless shots, so he can shoot here.
So we'll hit the gun for 2 then.
So you don't have to shoot it. So basically, there's no way to game the system now because you can't. Even if you're shooting at the closest, if you can't do any damage, you shoot at the next thing.
Well, that's not
not.
that's not as obtuse an issue as you're making it sound. There's first of all, I'm not convinced that this guy isn't closer. I think it's equal. But secondly, I don't understand the logic of saying, yeah, you have to waste 2 shots. That strikes me as intensely dumb.
Doesn't that just mean they're being forced to move into a better position to take shots?
Nah. Nope, don't like it.
Either way. I'm okay either way, so whatever you
So,
want to
Mike, that'll be another roll there. No, that was
No, it's
just
only
2.
two.
That was
Only
only 2.
two.
But
do. It is a bad thing, though.
Yep.
And over to, that's it for me.
Although that's a question, let's put that on the list. I mean, Jervis, do you intend to make people make useless shots?
Well, you're not making useless shots. It's forcing you to actually move into a position to shoot at the things you want to shoot.
Stop. You're being sophistic. This is the only shot he can make based on the clear letter of the rules is here, if they're not equidistant. And I'm not sure. By the way, I'm not sure they are, but let's say they are. That is here if they're not equidistant. If he shoots at those guys, he can't hit them.
And
I mean, that could be intentional.
And if that's what he intends, he'll so state. But right now, we're not doing that. Because we must so inquire.
Anyway, I'll put that over to.
me?
I don't think you got anything there. So Achilles over here.
The guns.
Guns got down in the valley there, right? These fellas. 1, 2.
Whichever way he wants to go with it, it's probably a good question.
Yeah,
for
because
the
you've also got these guys, Achilles, right?
I have no intention of firing with those guys.
You have no intention of firing with those guys. Are these guys going to fire?
None of those guys are going to fire.
All right. So for 2 dice. 2 dice. Only 2.
A hit.
Oh, yes. Plink. All right, over here. What do you got, Achilles?
Yeah, none of my people are going to fire right now. So it's over
Over to
Has.
Has. How
Okay,
about
the guys in Lakeling,
Ober Leichling? I see them. Yes.
plus skirmish support from this guy. Oops, where's my tab? And this guy.
3 dice.
All at the same person?
Yep, right here.
Surely this guy's
Oh no,
clo-
yeah. This guy's closer here, so that's 1 die.
That's where I'm shooting.
Yeah, but then
Oh, they're all in the front. Sorry, I didn't realize they're just like this.
Oh yeah, that's what I missed
line.
too. That's what I missed too. I was like, what are you talking about, Has?
That's one that's a line.
Yeah. I missed that too, for sure. 3 dice.
They're all shooting at that one guy.
Yeah, no
Yep.
kidding.
Take that.
Just the way it's set up with all the attack columns, it's very hard to pick out who's who.
I am sympathetic.
Colored bases.
Oh, you mean the things that would make this beautiful table disfigured, ugly, and irreparably damaged? The thing that no decent
playable.
gamer does?
You've done it
Just
before.
look for the battalion guidons. That'll tell you who they are.
Yeah, or paying attention to the lovely colored uniforms that Mechanical Turk. But I realize lazy people might not like that. So if you wish to identify yourself as such, please fill out the form at the back. Next.
Well, this guy, since we don't have to take feckless shots, this guy's going to shoot there.
Can he?
He can't see
He's-
there. He can't get clear of this. There's no way he gets clear of that forest.
Well,
He's not clear of the forest.
the garrison, I shoot from the perimeter.
I understand. Shoot from the... And you're inside 1 inch. Gotcha. You didn't get...
No.
Or he has to go out. He has to go out wide
Yeah, he'll have to go
How-
wide.
how-
because
big is
it goes like here.
Yep.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like that. Those are huge squares. Oh.
They're not. They're actually not. They're actually about 9. This is the biggest one. I've tried to keep them under 9 inches. 9 inches or under. This is the biggest one though, and that's because this one was so bloody irregular. Trying to do squares was a bit of a when it goes like this.
Playing Tetris with forests.
Well, not just that, but playing Tetris with things with curved edges.
You gotta shoot the
I think
closest target.
this is
You
the
can't
target.
pick out my battery.
It's gonna be 2nd Battalion, 22nd.
I would agree. 1 die.
This does make me question like the whole making forest garrisons thing when they are supposed to be irregular.
I mean, they're gonna be supposed to be roughly the right size.
Yeah,
missed anyway.
it's not intended to be regular. I'm not worried about it. There's nothing that bad about that. I mean, could I have made it smaller? Probably.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. It just seems like why wouldn't you just leave it as the normal rough terrain rules?
Ooh, a hit. I get it. At the same time, it's like you all really could just do forests as rough terrain, and then if you really want certain forest, I guess I understand why. Forest fighting is very hard and very finicky in this era. So,
Yep.
in all eras really, but
My hussars and my chasseur are going to shoot.
All right, that one's going to shoot here. That one is.
I think he has to go this
And I
way.
got to group them.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I think
they're both over here. Oh
Are
no,
they?
is he
That,
going
something about the arc.
Yeah, that arc has been a little weird. Yeah, he doesn't have the arc on this guy.
There's like a 45. Like
Yeah,
that
no,
way.
no.
He
That
does
is
hit
that.
the arc.
I
He
don't.
does get this corner,
wanted to-
but this guy's closer.
Nope,
going by that.
that's the arc. So
Okay.
no, this guy this way. So it's 1 die each way.
Yep. Chasseurs de Cheval at 3rd Battalion, 3rd Regiment, von Kaiser.
Bang bang.
Nope.
And the 1st of the 8th Hussars on 1st Battalion, 3rd Regiment. Both skirmish.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're in open order.
Right.
Done.
All right, that's the shooting. Who's the free one for the French? Each side.
Let's see. On the left, it's going to be Lawrence.
Lawrence, say go. And on the right?
Question for you, Jim.
I'm just checking to see who he's doing it with. Okay, von Hugel, that's you, Chrono.
Okay.
Yes, what you got?
Okay, so Lawrence is active. Can he
Mm-hmm.
rally and then attack?
No. No, you
That's what I
must
thought.
attack moves are first, always, before anything else.
Okay.
And you can't get rid of your last hit.
Right.
That too, yeah.
Can't see
Well,
cross
Unless you played a
reference.
card which would let you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which. Okay.
So do you want to roll for somebody? Robert?
Yeah.
Elise,
Yes.
if you click on menu, configuration, interface,
Petite.
miscellaneous settings, unclick hand view.
Menu.
Configuration.
Wow. I see. Oh. Menu configuration. What was the next thing?
Interface. Down to miscellaneous settings, right above where it says applied as miscellaneous settings. Click on that. Then unclick
say-
hand view. Miscellaneous or MISC settings.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
Something pops up. The first thing you see is hand view. Uncheck it.
Wow. I don't see the hand view thing.
Are we sure it's not a host only thing?
These guys are gonna pop out.
Yeah, I don't see a pop up that says, "Oh, never mind." Now I do. Okay, got it. I just didn't
Close
click
and
on
then
it
go
well
apply.
enough.
Close that and go apply.
You guys are gonna pop out, and then I'm gonna roll for a rally here.
Where's that rally at, sir?
Hugel here, right outside of.
That should get rid of your little hand view and the cards in your hand.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Haz. That was driving me nuts.
They rally one.
Now you can see I put your other card back in the your hand. This one
Mm-hmm.
would have been the one to play in
Anyway,
the fate phases.
That's okay, because I was going to do this anyway. So now this is my first time to try to do the melee under the new rules, so I'm trying to make sure that I do it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
rolling for Zeben here.
You don't have to square up.
Yeah, you don't square up. Well, you don't have to.
God.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Bearings are not moving today.
Seabine is not having it.
Nope.
And,
Wallenworth then. Wallenworth at least is getting moving.
Jim, I rallied one of the hits off the 7 Leger.
Did you mark it down?
I did not.
All right, 7th Leger.
There you go.
There they are. Got him. Okay, got it.
And 12th line will rally.
Okay.
Yep.
And they will.
Can't get that stupid thing to move.
Raleigh.
Rolling for Dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Lauren Gilly to activate.
No doubt Lawrence is coming. The other issue, if you change the movement rules, you've got to figure out how far people can see in woods. The garrison system has a internally consistent, at least, system for shooting and fighting between wood sections. You'd have to invent that if you got rid of the garrison sections.
Right?
That's fair.
Is there any
Ooh.
quick
Yes.
question for you, sir? Is there any advantage to having this last section make contact?
Yep.
It's an extra 2 dice.
Oh, one die. I
One
think.
die.
That's what it
One
is.
die has. It's only one now.
It's 2.
No, it isn't.
It's one now.
It's one has. Read it.
Ah,
QRS is wrong.
I did see in the thing that he sent us that it does say 2 for each one. in
Oh,
contact.
okay. So that QRS is an error. Very good.
Yep.
Mhm.
So two. Well, that it's yeah. It's a huge bonus then. Very good.
One of them is.
But there's a max, right? There's a
Up to
max
th-
on
but
what
yeah,
you
but
can
it's
get.
up to but it's up to 3. So
3
right
units.
now he's got this one, which is 4, which is going to be plus the melee, which is 8. And he's got more supporting guys, obviously, than Mike does. So it's going to be 9.
And then, but Mike is going to get 5 plus half, so he's going to have 7.
Yep.
Plus, he's going to have a support as well.
No, he won't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Support's no
that's
longer
that's
add.
the change.
But he's
So
not going to have
Oh, that's
more.
right.
whoever
That's
has
right.
more support just gets a +1.
Oh, so it's an okay.
It's a flat bonus. Whoever has more.
So that contact thing is even bigger. Wow, man.
Well, I've got the
Oh,
44
that's good.
6 dice for melee.
Hmm?
Melee of 5, and their fire value is 3, so they get 1 more.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It's half
Round
rounded down.
Yeah, it's half
Oh, we
down.
round
So
down
it's-
this
yeah, it
game.
should be 6.
That's still not terrible odds.
No, it's not. It's
9 to 6.
9 to 6, and well, he's hitting on 3s. He's hitting on 4s too.
Actually,
You're both hitting on 4s. I'd say those aren't the worst odds in the world.
Well, no,
But
he's
if
hitting on
they're
he's hitting
threes-
yeah he's hitting on 3s. But the other piece is, let's look at what you're doing here. He's slapping 3 battalions in column into a single battalion in line.
oh yeah. And the thing is, if the Austrians get more than like 2 hits, everyone's taking a hit
Exactly.
for the cost of only potentially killing off 1 unit.
Yep. Yeah. No.
That
it's-
is that is the cost of throwing multiple units in. Is the hits get spread out.
And
So-
therefore, they can't be taken off. So you're losing that 3 plus first initial contact for a lot of units.
Yep.
Yeah, if the other guy rolls well. So there's a trade-off there. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's good that there's a downside as well as an upside to this.
And the upside is you're probably gonna win that combat. The downside is
The upside is you're probably going to win.
I don't say will because there's always a chance.
Yeah.
Lots of 1s and
Unfortunate-
2s have been rolled.
Unfortunately, there is always a chance.
So, Robert, are you
All
good?
you can do is
I'm
give
good.
yourself really good odds.
All right.
I'm done.
Robert's good. Has is good. Achilles.
I am good.
All right. So
Just
Achilles
moving my leaders
started a
here.
scrap. Did anybody else? We'll go to Achilles, but did anybody else start a melee?
Did not this turn.
I'm not
Robert?
sure if I did or not.
Where are you?
The guys in the woods, I got 3 guys next to this guy. Are they considered touching and have to fight?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why wouldn't they be?
Well, wouldn't you have to declare that it's like they can
No,
be beside each other?
units that are in contact have to fight.
But aren't they in actual contact?
I
think
thought they were.
garrisons work like
I think
that.
garrisons work that way. Yeah. Garrisons in
Garrisons
combat. We measure from the perimeter. Have the melee. Yeah.
Like, I would assume that they can coexist side by side unless someone charges into the other square.
This is war. Nobody coexists side by side.
You and your coexisting. Why are you coexisting? That's offensive.
I don't know. It was just a question.
We don't all just get along.
Because
We're
in that
we're in
sense,
different
you
colors.
can only ever assault into a square adjacent to someone else. You can never just move into it.
That's a good point.
They're inside the terrain feature.
Considered adjacent.
Not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jason has all the same thing as in contact with.
I think that's another question for Jervis.
Yeah. Ranged invisibility is determined to or from. You can shoot in any direction, cannot be outflanked. Have the melee. All right. So do you wish to attack them? How's that?
I think I do.
All right. Well, you certainly can do that. We'll ask him if it's automatic. That's what we'll do. So,
So who can, considering you'd have to do an assault move into it, and you can't move more than one garrison per turn?
you can't. Yeah, right. Who's eligible to assault has?
I mean, we could feel. I mean, I
They
was
all
thinking
skirmish.
as
Yes, but did you move into those squares from
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else? Because you
Yeah.
have to assault from adjacent. So like you couldn't be one
Move
square
from
away to
here.
move in.
To there.
Yes.
So then he can't.
No. Anyone who wasn't beginning adjacent to that Grenz battalion can't assault into it.
I would agree.
I mean, my gut is to treat it like Shaco town squares. Well, you have to specifically assault into an adjacent town square.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my gut feeling. But it's a
Right,
question to
yeah.
ask.
Well,
That kind of makes sense. If he just moved into it, then he can't do anything else because he has to stop, right?
right.
That's
so
correct.
He wouldn't be able to do the next part of the activation or the second activation, which would be to assault.
I'm taking a picture of this. You can send it to Jervis and ask the question.
Well, there wouldn't be a second part, the activation of assaulting, because it has to be the first thing you do.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
Right,
issue.
exactly.
Right.
So he moved in, and then next turn he can assault.
Right.
That's, I think, the way
I
we play
agree.
this.
No,
That's
I
how-
agree.
that's how I would
Yeah,
do it.
But
So then-
we agree with
so-
you.
if we're in contact.
So is this
Oh.
guy and this guy, right? That's
No,
who
it's
you
just the one guy.
So it's this
The
guy
other
over
two
here.
moved.
This guy here.
Yep.
All right. So do you still want to do it?
No.
I didn't think so.
An even fight, I don't want an even fight.
Are
I want
diagonals
nine
a
to
thing?
five.
What's that?
Are diagonals a thing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. I don't see why they wouldn't be. I was thinking about that. So
I would have fought at 9 to 5, but I'm not going to shoot at 5 or attack at
I didn't
5
think
to
I didn't think you were, but I felt the obligation to ask. So that takes us to this melee, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we can all see that he has the majority support, so that's 9. So Achilles, you're going to be rolling 9 for 3s. And let's go over this again, because this is the new math, as it were. He's got a 5 with half rounded down of his fire, which is 6. And then that's it. Oh, dear. There's a card.
Wouldn't it be 7?
A card. No, 6. Remember, he doesn't get support. He only gets that extra brigade support if he has more brigade support than you do.
No, I was thinking of the 5 halved rounded down, which would be 2, wouldn't it?
No, it's 3 round down.
It's 3.
divided
It's
by
3
2,
halved,
it's 1.5.
Achilles.
Oh,
Fire
I
is
see.
3.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, dear. He gets an additional melee die because of Fateh Rodetsky.
Is melee attack value a dice or the die roll?
That's the dice.
Dice.
That's
Number
the
of
dice.
dice.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay,
So
there you
it's-
go.
So it's,
Oh,
yeah,
7.
now it is 7. 9 for 3s versus 7 for 4s.
And
You
Ouchie.
need 3. It's a good thing
8.
you need 3s, honestly.
4.
How many did you get, Achilles?
8.
Missed 1.
So he got a total of 8. I'm just going to mark a separate 8. Nobody freak out.
And
how
then
many
4 to the other side.
And 4 the other way. All right. I suppose I should have asked Achilles, who's your main guy?
Let's see. I think they're all the same, so we'll just do it with the middle one.
All right. So he's got to catch 2. And the other guys each catch 1 each. So we then spool over here, where we see that our friends, that battalion have. So that's 1, 2, 3. So Mike, 5 checks for 4
why 5?
because he hit.
Because you're 5 above your thing.
You're 5 above your 5.
I think it has to reach point above your tenacity.
But I took 8 hits. Oh no, I already had a couple. Others.
Yes,
You
you
had
did.
2.
I was looking at the 8 marker. That's why. And we failed.
All right. So that's going to be 2 bad things. I'll scooch over here and get my bad thing, Maka.
And Reese is like, wait a minute, there's a battalion here a minute ago.
There was and now we know in the new rules that Lorenzé does not have to check.
he didn't reach high enough to check anyway. But if he had,
But had he would not have had
Yeah.
to check. Well, no,
If he
these
had,
guys don't have to check either. Any of those
If
guys.
you win, you don't check.
Yeah, if you win, you just don't check.
Or you auto pass, as they call it.
As you wish.
Yeah.
And why does Von Reese not have to check?
Because under the new rules, winners don't check.
Oh, sorry, Von Reese isn't at his limit for checking yet.
Oh, I'm
3
sorry. I'm
or-
sorry. Yeah, Von Reese,
Oh, hey,
it'd be above 3, and he's not.
Yeah, it's above 3 or a number of battalions and brigade, whichever one's lower.
right,
Yeah,
but he's only got 2 battalions. That's
Doesn't
my point.
Oh,
Yeah, he's only got one left.
no.
Right.
He's right. Mike is actually right because that's an important modifier in that
He's
rule. How
lost-
does it? It's not what
But
he
he lost
loses; it's
half
what he
of
has
his-
left.
It's 3 or more, as many battalions as he had. He's got to
I
get
had
a third
to.
one.
I had 2 to begin with. I'm down to 1, so that's all I have, and I'm. At
Yeah, I
2.
think I do believe he does have to check.
So at least as many setbacks as it had units. So, but it's oh no, you're wavering. So he's just wavering currently.
Is that right?
A brigade, so wavering, 9.3.1. A brigade that has suffered 3 setbacks, or at least as many setbacks as it has units.
So
oh,
it
I
has-
see.
Yes, he is.
Is wavering.
hmm
Subtract 1 from the active. Okay, so he's definitely wavering, and then I guess he does have to check.
Well, that's my question though. I want this one. I want clarified. The way 9.3.1 reads, is that units that he starts the game with, or that he has right now?
Okay, I'll add it to the list.
Because I
Because
think at
this
this
is
point
getting long.
he just became wavering, and then anything from now on is a fortitude.
Well, no.
test.
You unfortunately you can't have it. Oh, I see what you're saying. He became wavering because he had 2.
Yes, he's just wavering this turn.
I think that's the intent. I do. So
Yeah,
now-
that's my reading of the intent as well.
Yeah.
so.
Now he is wavering. Okay. Very good.
And in his case, anything else just wipes him out.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
just
so-
gonna wipe him out. Yeah. He's right.
Yeah, but that's just it with those small brigades. Even for cavalry, like you're probably gonna die before you run away.
Yeah.
Well, he has now. He
The-
has
the way-
No, because you can get hit, and your second last battalion can be shaken, and then you have to test because
Yep.
you're over.
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah.
You're pretty much dead though.
Well, it depends how you get hit, though.
So for wavering, you don't have to take a check.
You don't. If now though, any additional hits, any additional setbacks, yes, he has to check.
Right.
This is
Yeah,
sort of
okay.
Destruct's point: is that you've only got 2 other things to give.
Right. No, I
Yeah,
understand.
at which
that
point
part.
his thing is gone. So.
In,
Alright.
in theory, that unit could become shaken, rally it off, and become shaken again, and that's 2 more
Right.
Yeah.
setbacks.
Yeah.
You
Check.
can't remove setbacks.
It doesn't matter. Chrono's right. He could keep if he keeps rolling it off and giving. It's exactly the opposite point. He could keep getting the setback, losing it, getting the setback, losing it, getting the setback, losing it, and
Being losing it, it's
he could keep rallying off the shaken status.
Basically, he doesn't have to completely die in order to
Right.
leave.
Yeah. There's a universe in which that brigadier has to check a bunch of times.
yeah. I'm not saying it's locally likely, but it can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Well, and the other bad thing about having small units like that, now he's got 2 setbacks, so now he needs normally needs a 2. Now
Yeah. Now he needs a 3 even to activate. Yeah.
He already does need a 3 because he's an Austrian, so he's up to 4 now. He's up to 4.
Oh, a 1, 2, or 3 fails is my point.
Oh, right.
Well, I don't think he's moving.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think he's going anywhere. So.
Yeah.
All right. So,
All right, so
stuck
let's that's all the melees. There are reinforcements for the French on
yes, I think the Bavarians show up. Maybe they'll put a boot of
On-
Zeben.
on two. What do we get? Yes, all the Bavarians.
This is their This is still us, right?
This is the
Okay.
bottom of French 2. This is the bottom of French 2. The end of French 2, I should say.
Maybe
Okay.
these guys will put a fire under their buddies' butts.
We can only
like,
hope.
why are you still sitting here? What's going on? What's going on?
Or they're all gonna have a beer in the corner.
We're
Yeah,
starting to run
that
into
is the
each other.
problem. They're near that inn that I have a picture of on the table. That's
Uh-oh.
true.
That inn is getting so much business right now.
It is. And also, Morand and Guillaume arrive.
Oh, where are they? Oh, they're over there.
Not mine.
Well, they are yours.
I think. Why aren't they yours?
Yeah, they're over in your area.
Why exactly wouldn't they be yours, Home Slice?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't look down there. Don't mind me.
So,
Who comes on?
Morand and Guillaume.
Gyo.
Who's Gyo? Oh, that's Gyo.
That guy.
I see Gyo.
That guy over there.
Don't see his leader though.
What did you do with him?
I didn't do nothing with him. He's right there.
Okay.
No, he's not.
That's
he's
Gyo. Gyo de la Cour.
What is he doing over there?
It's the Delacour that's throwing us off.
What's going on is malpractice is what's going on. Just right where you are. pretty much.
You know Gyo.
Dude, it's Gyo.
So it's within 6 inches.
Yeah, well, it's just fire him, into
Oh.
this area here. All right, well, that's going on. We'll try to push through the bottom of the Austrian turn to at least get 2 turns in. Austrians, draw a card. I peek at it.
Do you want to use this card? We were planning on using it.
They have.
I'm sorry, I muted myself. I planned on.
All right.
I want to make sure.
Hey,
grab
good friends, the Austrians.
We can't automatically activate anything, guys.
No, read the second half.
Do we even
Don't
get
get any
reinforcements on
Yeah,
turn 2?
Nope.
Yeah. Austrians.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, Austrians, you were going to want to hold that 1 turn. Or French, you're going to want to hold that 1 turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought their reinforcements came at the same time as ours.
Nope, I take it back. There's a note here. What is the note? Come on. They're going to... Yeah, you do want to play it. They get a chunk of
yeah,
guys.
I thought so.
Yep.
Okay.
They do. They get a chunk of guys.
So who else comes on?
No one for them.
Yeah.
Well, for us.
Also, I will say they do also, however, get a bunch of guys they got to start rolling for on turn 3. So...
Morand. Who the hell is Morand?
I don't see a Morand, unless he's got a different last name.
Or they used the first part of his last name like Gyo did.
No, I don't... Is it someone different? Like, I know on the deployment maps it's certain people, but that doesn't always match up.
Why is this not... That's so weird.
Remain on Suti.
Oh, never mind. That's the divisional commander. So, ignore that. It's just the divisional commander. So, it's just Gyo. Yep, okay. Just Gyo. Morand is the divisional commander. We don't use divisional commanders, so we move on.
Made me think I was losing my mind again.
We've all lost our minds, don't worry.
All right, so Austrians have a card. They do not get any reinforcements this turn. And Austrians have drawn, though. I know that. So.
Yep.
Okay, Destruct, I found yours.
Found my what?
Your mind. I found your mind.
Oh.
I don't know where mine went, but I found yours.
So the first
if you can mail that to me, it'd be most appreciated.
So with no fate phase, OJ, want to do some firing over here on your left?
Yes, please.
We want to start.
Now, just to be clear, if I fire 3rd Battalion here as skirmish, then I can try to rally off one of the hits.
Well, you can't. Oh, you want to take a skirmish shot? Yes, you can then try to rally. Yes.
But I can support this artillery with that skirmish shot, correct?
Yep.
But they're going to be hitting on 5s.
No.
Why?
Isn't it when? Yeah, you're shaking.
That's in melee. I don't think shaken matters to fire.
Yeah.
It just says hit. It just says hit under the QRS, unless the QRS is wrong.
-1 attacker is shaken.
Yeah, that QRS is not in shape, is what it's not.
I was under the impression that it did still count for shooting, but I don't know.
Looking.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, all hit tests. Okay. Yep. So because they're shaken, they're hitting on 5s, 4s. Yeah, 5s and 6s.
But the infantry with the skirmish shot still hitting on 4s. It's
No,
gonna have to do
no.
two.
Still based on the
Oh, yeah.
main shooter.
Yeah.
So the main shooter then is the guy skirmishing.
If that's the case.
Yeah.
So
You can
then
do
everything's hitting him back on 4s?
Yep.
That's how it works.
Mhm.
But either way, it's 3 dice.
No, it's 3,
No.
4, 5.
No. He's skirmishing. He only gets 1.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
He wants
did
to
that.
rally.
Three
Oh,
dice,
do it.
4, 5, 6.
And 1 hit.
That's ignored.
And they're an open arm.
Yep,
They're
so
an
nothing.
open with the
Alright.
wolf.
So these guys, they'll have a
Yep.
shot up here. So that's 3 dice.
Yep.
Ooh.
2 hits.
Assuming that's good old-fashioned French 4s. Yep, okay. Next, scooching over here.
Sir.
Fukusovich's Grenzers. Well, yeah, you tell me what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can go ahead and take this shot first here.
Yeah, I think
Six
that's going to be,
Rangers.
yeah, so that's going to be 3. Yeah. Yep, 3.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Ignore 2. Ignore 1. Sorry, ignore 1.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Okay, so 2 hits. You okay, Robert?
Yep.
Just asking.
Too many Diet Cokes tonight.
Then
If-
the shot here.
That's 4
If you use the
dice.
garrison as your main shooter, they don't have to hit on 5s.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ouch!
Oh.
5,
Man.
you say.
Oh,
They're
that's bad.
shooketh.
They are shooketh, yes.
1 check from them, please. +1, of course.
That is a Valor.
That's a Valor test.
It's +1. I'm testing the fire phase.
Right, that's why it's a 3.
Hey, Jim. What do
Mhm.
you get double master on that?
No, because you're not 3 ranks. Oh, actually, yeah.
This is an attack
It's-
count.
It's any column. Yep.
It's 4.
That's gonna take some getting used to.
So you get 4 more dice,
Yep.
2 each.
Yep.
4 dice.
Yep.
That's 3 more tests.
3 more tests.
Oh no! Almost made it.
Yep. That column modifier bears watching.
Which, that's something.
Yet
I
another
have
reason
now.
why not you don't walk around in attack column now.
Well, I can't cross that bridge in line anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
not-
I feel like that's pretty accurate though. Like you're gonna cross a bridge, you're gonna get hurt.
Well, yeah, and he's got these. And by the way, he's done. You know, these guns are not exactly long for this world. I think you got to shoot them clear first. I really do.
Yeah. You got
Right,
to
but-
do what I'm doing over here. You got to shoot them out of the way first.
Yep.
There's no
So
way.
I'm just thinking that also this giant column of grenadiers coming down. So if they get here, then I can't. I'm not getting to that
Also,
bridge anyway.
that's most fair. That is most fair.
Yeah,
Alright, so
they got 36 inches of movement, which puts them like basically in your face.
And they both got these, assuming they activate.
Yes, that's very true.
I'm just saying.
One
I
break
like-
hands.
I like that though, because that forces a tactical decision point.
Yes. So we come over here now, and I'm
Go
looking
quicker.
at Mike on this hill and asking who he might want to shoot at here.
All right, so these guys here don't have any targets.
Nope.
So it would come down to these guys shooting out of garrison,
Yeah.
the support from
Those guys
here.
are gonna go. No, those guys
or-
are going there.
Okay, so 2 separate shots.
Yeah.
Yep. So we can do the one in the garrison first. That's fine.
1 die. Oh no, it's no, that's right. That's artillery only. So yeah, 1 die.
Shooting canister from muskets.
Nothing.
Isn't that basically what buck and ball shot is, though?
It is in theory.
All right,
It's much
three
more
dice.
close range than Canister is. Canister is good
This
out.
gun
to
has a shot.
400 yards.
This. Oh, that's right. Those are your guys. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry.
It
Your own guys.
shoot at his
Sorry.
own guys, yeah.
Those but guys going to shoot into the
Watch the
garrison.
rain. Fucking
Little
ball.
blue on blue shooting there.
Oh, do
Actually-
you have guys here in over
Lifeline.
Lifeline to shoot at?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 dice.
So that's still 3 dice though.
Is anyone else shooting him?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Yeah.
Jim?
Who else do you got to shoot at him, Mike? That's a good
That'd
question.
be Andrew's line of
You
grins.
can use Andrews,
Oh,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
keep
is.
forgetting that we gotta go grab his.
No, you can't. Nobody's moving over. Nobody's firing over there.
Yeah. So there's not going to be any shooting there, Mike. So,
You
Okay,
could. You,
fine.
oh, right. Yeah, because you need to interpenetrate. So.
yeah. So he's got 3 dice, ignoring the first hit.
2 hits.
So 1.
No.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't the
was it
Austrians
hit
have
on-
something like Buck and Ball?
I'm sorry. Real quick. Was it hit on 3 or hit on 4?
It was a hit on 4.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking 3.
Mm-mm. So nobody's shooting there. How about this gun, Andrew?
Um, Can you
Nope.
shoot there?
Nope. Kills him
Nope.
away. How about there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shot.
Oop.
Is that a column? It is. 2 dice.
Anyone else shooting him?
Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else want to take the privilege of shooting at the 1st Battalion, 33rd Line?
Well, someone's going to be shooting at this garrison.
Yeah, this guy's got to shoot the garrison if he's going to shoot anybody.
Yeah, so no one else is
And
in
this
range.
and this guy's too far away.
All right, 2 dice. Yep. Yeah, cannon is pretty effective, especially if you come at it in column. Just saying. Yeah, this
That's
guy.
fair.
This guy's absolutely
Can't do any damage.
Yeah, he can't shoot there, so there's nothing to do.
If he can't do any damage, could he then just ignore and do the skirmish shot at the other guy?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but he can charge. I can move into there and hit him, can I?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You could.
Sure.
Yeah, but you can skirmish, shoot, and assault.
Yep. You can get a one-shot.
Oh, really?
You can get a one-shot skirmish over there. It's only a one. It's a skirmish. It's not a regular volley.
Wait, I thought you
Got it.
can't
I didn't
skirmish.
realize that.
You can't skirmish and assault.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You
can
can't.
skirmish
You
and
can't
take water
fire.
action.
You can't fire in assault, but you can skirmish.
No, that I knew, but I thought that if you skirmished, you could only maneuver. You couldn't.
Nope.
You couldn't shoot. You
Look into
couldn't
that.
assault.
2.0.
Skirmishers. If they do, the unit is allowed to carry out an action in the same turn.
Okay.
Action including assault. Other shooting.
Joe, do you got a bunch of shooting?
Yeah, I do.
What you got?
I
Joe?
do. First is I think this column should be able to shoot. Well, if it's in range.
But it's not gonna do any good. Remember.
Oh, that's right.
So you got nothing there. Nothing there.
Then down here at the chasseurs,
All right. This is gonna be
I've got the
2 dice.
With
Or
him there,
2 dice.
And
him, and him there.
Yep.
He can go here.
Well,
Well,
who's
one
who's
move.
closer to who is the question, because you
He's-
can't actually damage someone with 1 die because you're in open order.
He can shoot here. Why not?
No, what I'm saying is they're in open order, so if you're only shooting
I know
one.
exactly what you're saying, and I know what Taz is trying to preclude. And my point is, both these guys can shoot at the first shows. The shows.
Oh, right, okay.
All right. Well, we'll do that.
2 dice.
So that's 2 dice. Dice roller working here.
I'm assuming they're skirmishing.
Why wouldn't they? 1 hit.
Yeah.
Which they
1
can
hit.
ignore. Which they ignore,
Okay.
and this guy can't do any good. Next.
I think that's everybody.
That's it.
All right, Austrians get nobody for free. Who do you want to try to activate?
Oh, and low.
Ho and Loa.
Let
Yep.
those guys move.
I will probably be activating Melgum, but Mike, do you want me to come help you in any way?
We're probably going to need 8 up here at Eggmuhl.
All right, so I'll bring him towards
Right at the
Eggmuhl then.
moment.
Or I may bring him towards Eggmuhl.
That's fine.
Who's first?
Was he assaulting?
Alright.
Was who assaulted?
Andrew.
Keep in mind what Chrono's got going on with his Bavarians clear over here on the
Is it your
Right.
intent to assault here, Andrew?
massing them up and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where this guy potentially is going.
okay. That's what I was kind of thinking he was looking at doing.
So I can get closer, or I can deploy since I'm on the road. Well, I might deploy.
And I can try to rally then at this phase, right?
Mm-hmm. But after you've done everything else.
Yeah.
Well, you already activate the brigade anyway.
Yeah.
They are coming to slow you out of Oberleichling.
That is assuredly his intention.
Now, how do I assault these guys in the forest from here?
Which guys
Just
were?
move in.
Actually, you don't
Tails
even have to. You're just there. You're just there. I mean, I would probably just.
They're an
canter.
assault and
I'd
don't
like.
move.
I'd like that. Express your intent in that fashion.
Think they're coming for you, Has.
Yep.
Oh, Wellington, they'll hold.
There's nothing I know anything about in this world. It's agriculture.
Good beans.
Good beans, Wellington. Depending on how you want to see it play out, Andrew, it is probably far more useful. All this does is it potentially gives you a +1. If you put him up here to attack him this way, it's a +2. Now, that runs the risk that the guy takes damage, but there it is.
It runs another risk on Haz's turn.
It does. There's all kinds of associated risks, but
All right, Edelberg.
much better die rolling this time for you. Mike, did you have anybody you wanted to actually activate?
Yeah, a couple. Start over here with
Anton,
on
Karl
Bieber.
von Prince, Saxon, Coburg, Saalfeld.
All right.
Isn't he the ambassador from the Duchy of Grand Fenwick?
He should be. Should be. All right.
So,
yeah.
Go ahead. And the only thing he was going to do is try to rally.
Mm-hmm.
Rally that.
Battalion.
All right. Rally the gun, maybe.
Well, no, the gun fired.
Right.
right.
Got it. Yep.
Yep.
So just
The
rally
third
the.
battalion just did skirmish fire.
Yep.
Can we move that die roller from under my guys?
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks.
All right, and then
Now, and we have just had our first case, by the way. This removes his shaken. Oh no, it doesn't. He's a 5. Never mind. He wasn't. Yeah.
No, that bad thing's
destruct.
Yep. Remember, bad things don't go away anymore.
right. But that
Sorry,
bad-
what?
My hussars up here on the road. Do you want me to try to move them? off
If you
to the
wouldn't
side?
mind, because I can't interpenetrate them.
Yep. So, Jim, I'm going to try to activate von Bukashovic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
This guy.
Vulcan. A 3.
Sure thing.
Yeah. So, does that look okay over this way? Do you?
Well,
Or
I
going the
guess it
other way?
depends on what you want to do with them, because
I
are they going
was
to
just
sit?
trying to hold them. Yeah, I'm going to move them off this way because I got a couple thoughts with them. I'm just trying to make sure that they're not in your way.
We should be okay. It's also a matter of where you want me.
You gonna just plug whatever holes you're gonna have to plug, I guess. So
Fair enough. I will plug the holes.
Ravensworth, remember those chasseurs can move twice. You can do 2 moves.
Oh, yeah, but they're cut in half because of the stream.
Mm-hmm. So each move is halved.
Okay.
I'm rolling for General Mayor and MC Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna roll for Liechtenstein.
Okay. Oh, here he comes. Alois. Alois von Unzu.
Fun and so.
He's fine.
Here he comes.
Yep. So I think we're gonna move. Oh, come on.
They can either move out or one garrison over.
Right.
Right. I'm just trying to grab them all. There we go. I just got to move slower. I'm going to move 1 over to here.
I think that's a really big garrison
That's
block.
a really big garrison block. So you're in the
So
same
you
block.
you can move into there.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then this guy can even move into that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or move out.
Mm-hmm. Also true.
So we'll move him here.
Mm-hmm. Much more trees
For
than
your-
expected, though. You know.
For your last guys, it might be better to move them there 36 inches just around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hook around.
And then wherever your gun can go. I'm going to roll for Schneller.
All right. And he is a bit schneller. Turk, dude. Those guys are facing the wrong way. I'm gonna need to know what guys you're talking about.
Do I have to roll for Archduke Charles and his field gun?
Unless you attach the gun to a brigade, yeah. There you go.
So they pop out, and then they can do another move, right?
Mm-hmm. As long as they're maneuvering. Just picture Charles hopping along with a single battery of guns.
He's not doing anything else. He's not helping us activate.
True.
Yeah, because I couldn't have attached them to anyone because they came on as reinforcements.
You could attach them to any of the guys you could give them to Liechtenstein.
The Grenadiers wanted their cannon.
Okay. Just don't say you couldn't have.
All right, I chose not to. Charles is selfish.
He's piggy with his guns.
He's going to personally deploy these guns.
They just give him something to play with.
Keep busy. Here's some cannons.
Here's some cannon. Yeah.
Play with these for a while.
Oh, Archduke, you know the guns are very important. We can't let just anybody operate them.
Especially this one. This one right here.
Yeah.
The one with the big crack in it.
Yes. Here, you just play with that.
I can change formation over the stream, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Take a look down the barrel and see if it's loaded.
Sir, we're afraid something may have become lodged in there.
If you want to, also, you can form to the left of that stream so you're not in it for later.
Oh, I don't have to form off my center?
No.
No.
You
Any
can
figure.
Any figure. As long as that one figure remains immobile.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's a better idea.
And then shooting is literally you need one figure in range and line of sight.
Okay. Gotcha.
The only change they made was you got to have 3 figures for melee.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that's going to matter for us, to tell you the truth, just given the weird way we're based. We'll see.
I feel like unless you're really trying to like manipulate movement, you're almost always going to be hitting people with more than
Yeah,
3 figures.
I don't, you know. The only thing I can also think of is some of this angle hit we do. I don't know. Oh, nothing there.
You can't do the nips anymore. That's why the 3.
Okay, so this guy's got to come back because I forgot to roll
Oh dear.
for him.
Oh,
Yep.
dear.
So he's just gonna end up staying where he was.
I have a question about that. When you said the 3 figures,
Mhm.
how are you counting them? Like, for example, this is only 2.
No. That's 48 figures.
Not bases, literal figures on the
figures.
base.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
These rules were, as we said, were written for large 28s on individual bases or sabos.
Yeah.
Ah.
Or, let's be more specific, they were built for Perry Brother miniatures available in fine retailers throughout your area.
None around me.
On sale now.
On sale now. No, I have no earthly idea where. I mean, I would order them online, but I have no earthly idea where I'd get Perry's within 100 miles.
But I'm pretty sure the states somewhere they sell them. I don't think in Canada anyone sells them.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. No. I could go out to the last square in Madison and they'll have them. But other than that,
I've always ordered direct from the Perry's when I bought their stuff. So, although it's a bit more pricey now because shipping is through the roof.
Yep.
Also,
buy
UK
tonight.
shipping is non-existent at the moment.
Also true.
Oh, gee.
Everything's on strike. Yeah.
Yeah. Rough.
Yep. Not a good time to be ordering from.
We literally
the
just got our
aisles.
friend's Christmas card like yesterday.
Ow.
I
From
placed an order with
2021.
Victrix
Okay.
Jim,
on the
that's-
29th of November.
Wow.
See, Jim, that's why I said that you can't outflank a unit unless you hit it in the rear.
Yeah. No. And that's why I said I'm not sure that rule's going to matter too much to us.
I think you can. It just takes a little bit of.
I'm not going to worry that much about it because as long as you're keeping your figs out of the front arc, it's a flank. Our bases are just so bloody skinny.
It's just the way that we have them based.
Yeah, right.
It's not so much they're skinny as they're wide.
No, it's the
They're
it's
more
the,
than 4 figures.
It's the depth.
But by the
They
by
got
the
that-
rule,
They got that teeny depth.
yeah, but by the rules, a line is 2 figures. So if you can show me that,
It's not hard. It's just like I say, we got weird bases. Yes, you can think of cases where it's wrong, but again, we're not basing to the intent of the rules. Anybody got any moves on the Austrians left? Anybody?
Not me.
I don't.
Andrew, you're good.
I'm fine.
I think Andrew's the only one that caused trouble. Am I right? There's some trouble.
Yay!
Andrew, what trouble do you want to talk about? You got 2 troubles, I think. Right?
Overlikely first.
All right. What does he lose because he's attacking into a town?
You don't lose anything. The town gains 1, I think.
The town gain 1. Yeah.
Gain a die? Okay.
Let me see.
Let's look at that. Let's look at the rules. There's a crazy thought, huh?
Oh,
Whoa, that's crazy
I know.
talk here. Hold.
Add 1 to the melee value. Add 1 to the melee value. There it is.
And here I thought he was making up the whole game on the fly.
So he adds, you're not wrong. Add 1 to the melee value. So he gets, Achilles will have a 5. He will have a 5.
It's not me. It's Has.
Oh, it's Has. Whoa. Has will have a 5 looking for 4s. Yeah, Has will have a 5 looking for 4s. Meanwhile, we have a fresh battalion at a 5. Plus
With more support.
He's got more support, so 6. So it's 5 for 4s, 6 for 3s.
yeah, I think the support is even. Where's
Only 1 support.
Yeah.
Hit 2.
Oh, dear.
I've got 1.
Hit 2.
Uh-oh.
So that's the tie.
Which would go to the attacker, but the
I
defender
take
has
1
higher
less hit because I'm a
terrain.
garrison.
And that's
Is that? Oh, that's not just for shooting.
That's for every phase.
Yeah, attacks tend
See-
to be pretty much the same.
Okay, so you get a die and you take off a hit. That's pretty powerful.
Well, it's a garrison, right? I
No, no, that's. I'm glad. I'm glad garrisons are actually useful.
Where is the note on that though? I'm not even seeing it.
It's in the
T.2.4 terrain rules. Add 1 to the melee value and subtract 1 from the
Right.
fire value.
We
from
did
future
that.
garrisons.
We did that properly.
Have the have the melee
it's
attack.
it's under cover T.1.2.
There. I knew it was somewhere.
The first loss suffered in a phase by a unit that is in cover is negated and has no effect.
And this is in this phase. So okay, yeah. So
And then in addition, units from the inactive side that are in cover win tide fights.
units from the
Yes.
So yeah, he wins that fight. So the question is, how many hits did Has take?
2.
2. Sorry, 2.
2.
Like
okay.
in total.
He took 3, but less 1 because cover.
Yeah.
Right. And so how many hits did Andrew
3.
take? He took 3.
3.
All right, so now we can see that Has will not have to check because he won, even though he is now shaken.
So he doesn't have to test, but it's still a bad thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yes.
Now,
Hold, but
and now over here, of course, that has no effect on our friends because they're crazy and Austrian.
Crazy. Can we have a T-shirt? Crazy and Austrian.
Crazy and Austrian, yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
But it only comes in white.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Can't I get Grenzer colors?
Where's Grando hanging out at? I got a present for him.
And then we got this one in the woods.
He's right here.
I just got to set up Grando with a. You gave him a present, Andrew. He got a whole setback just for himself.
Shouldn't that be 2 hits and 1 hit?
No, because they're not indirect melee support.
Nope. They don't get anything. They're just in. That's brigade support. That's brigade support.
They got the cheerleader pom poms behind them, going like, "You can do it."
These guys, on the other hand, they're
pushing the guys in front of them.
They get the potential nasty. I don't know. Who's your leader? Who's your main guy? Is it the second of the 46th or the first of the 46th?
Second of the 46, hitting him in the flank.
No flanks.
Well,
we don't have a flank.
No flank. He's a garrison. First of all, we're going to put flags in the front. I don't know what's going on in this place. People living like savages. So the first thing we're going to notice is that we have a melee, nice column there, which has a 5. But the garrison's going to get a bonus. So that's going to be a 5, 6, 7.
8, 9. The Grenzers are supposedly going in, aren't they?
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. 8, 9. Oof.
It's a part.
9. So you're going to remember, Andrew, please. 9 for 3s. In here,
Okay.
Is that Has or is that? Yeah, it's Has. 4, 5.
Wait, why are they for
5
3s?
for 3s.
Because they have no
They're
damage
French.
on them. No,
And
because they have no damage.
But neither does the defender.
And he too, and they too will roll that.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah, so
that's
that
interesting.
they will receive.
That's a new one.
But the supports are the same, so no one gets that bonus.
No one
No,
gets
he's got
those.
1 extra. No, we're tied actually.
Yeah,
2
you're
each.
tied.
Yeah, you too. Oh, that's
Ooh.
rough. That's 7.
7.
Four.
Ooh.
Nope.
Who's
4.
your main-
He
oh,
hits. He hits
4.
for 3s. He hits for 3s.
Yep.
Who's the main attacker in there?
First, the second. He said the second. He called the second.
I
So
did
how,
not hear it.
how many hits did he? How many hits did
So-
you get?
so
How
it's-
many hits did Has give?
4.
4.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
No, you give one. You give 1 and 1.
Oh
to
yeah,
the,
yeah. And so yep. I forgot that dude was there.
And I think Garrison ignores the first hit.
It does.
So it's going to be 6.
6. So it's gonna wind up being 2 checks. Yep. Nope. They're gone.
Wow, that's 2 bad things for poor old.
It's gonna be it's Gilly.
I don't see how those guys could see him. I mean, with all those ghillie suits out in the woods.
I was
hiding.
when I set that up. Now one of those guys, I think, has to enter or may.
Okay. I'm gonna enter if I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, you can. You certainly can. I think actually one of you has to.
I think the guy who was the main.
Yeah, has to. Which this is what this is. So, in he comes. It's a couple of nice wins there, Andrew. Nice.
This doesn't apply. That hit.
Why
He's a
not?
garrison. He ignores the first hit in each phase.
Oh, so he does.
So he has to. It has to be given to him, but then he just ignores it.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to count it out because it's a hit that counts.
Okay, so he just.
It was
Yeah.
hit. It's just you ignore the hit. You take the hit, but then you ignore it. You're like, pew.
And actually, he ignores 2.
Well,
Light troops in cover.
we can only.
Yeah, but he only took
Wow.
one.
He only took one.
Hmm.
But that's good to remember, though.
But he could ignore that other one if he'd gotten.
Had he gotten it, boy oh boy, he would have ignored it.
Yes, he would have pretended like it never happened.
But it didn't.
Yeah, the
And because the Gilly had 3 battalions, he's not yet wavering.
well, remember, yeah, it's because he has, it's it's base 3, it's base 3, right? But if he has 3 or more battalions, he's fine. I think it's got to be at the start of the game.
Yes, that's what I also think.
Otherwise, things get really wacky.
It's also
I
very,
think-
very it's also very, very hard to figure, to
Yeah.
track.
I,
don't
I
like
think that rule about it being as much as your battalions is only for those ones that are less than 3.
Yeah, your ones,
Yeah.
your 2. Well, let's face it, it's for your 2 battalion brigades or your 2 squadron
Yeah.
brigades. Okay, Andrew created some nice trouble. Any other melees? I don't think there are, right?
Nope.
All
I
right,
believe so.
let us clear our die rollers, please. Man, this is... Well, we haven't gotten to the point where anything's gotten critical to see what the effect of all this insano retreat movement is. I'm going to be very, very interested to see what happens when you become a defeated brigade.
From what I read, it's basically you just retreat once and then you act as if you're wavering. Is
Well,
that
no,
not
but
the case?
remember too, though, it's a bunch of things. Number one, any shaken units, any unit that's already shaken is just taken off the board.
Oh, and then everyone takes a hit also.
Everyone
but
takes
no
a hit.
setbacks are given.
Right. Everyone takes a hit and must retreat. So it's a couple of things, right? It's not pleasant.
Yeah, so I guess like at Talavera where like we had fully shaken brigades would just go off the table.
Right. So instead, yeah, and I'm not sure that we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
I think it will make brigades stick around longer than previously, but it's still going to be cascade failure.
Yep. So we've really got, as was the case historically, we've got this crazy thing happening over here around the ford and the bridge. We've got this centerpiece that not much is happening at yet, and then we've got this crazy. We got this crazy fight at the right. Wow, a lot of fun stuff.
The Bavarians are taking their time.
Yeah, the Bavarians have heard that this could go either way. They're kind of weighing their options at this time, I would say.
We're standing here in reserve.
Sir, we are very reserved. I thought that was the Prussians. Yeah, that's a bad rumor.
They're looking to be opportunists.
Not
Oh,
yet.
look, those Austrians over there are pretty weak. Let's go help over there.
That's the Saxons. You're confusing them with the Saxons.
Oh, come on.
Cousins, so it's one and the same, right?
Oh boy, yeah, that's the real insult. All right, so gosh, well, we'll have to. Everybody, keep your notes, mark them down. We've already got a couple questions to send over to Jervis and ask about, what the heck were we supposed to do in that instance?
There are a lot of playtesters.
A couple of questions.
Oh, I don't know as we had. I didn't have that many.
I think it seemed like Haz was mentioning a lot. Oh, I need to send that to
Has how many do you count?
Haz is going to be writing for the rest of the evening.
There was the fighting in the garrisons.
Yep.
There was. I might have to go back to the video.
Oh, the shooting at things that you can't hurt and then ignoring them.
That to me is the big one. That to me is it is it obligatory to melee if you've got two guys in garrisons adjacent to each other? If you got two guys, and then is it obligatory to fire if you can't hit the guy, or may you choose another target? if you can't actually do damage. I'd say that's about
I think
it.
that was it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's all.
All of this could have been avoided if the French actually played the French win card, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, tragically, the French win card is still in the deck.
It's written in hand by Jim.
Yeah, it'll be written in hand. No,
Crayon.
my only major concern right now about the whole rule system, much as I love 1809, I just need my French to get their 1809 stats. Because these are 1815 stats. And
I'm surprised they had the Peninsular War British, but not 1809 French stats.
I'm not. The Perry brothers are selling to their market, yeah.
They're British game designers.
Yeah, Waterloo is the most important battle in the history of all things. After that, we will go visit the peninsula where Wellington won the Napoleonic Wars.
And then there's Agincourt.
And then there's oddly enough, then it's
Volga falls in there somewhere.
Then it's Agincourt. Who knew?
Agincourt is actually a Napoleonic battle.
Yeah, well, that's the battle we jumped to. I'm not sure there were others. Yes.
Nothing happened in between those 300 years.
Oh, wait.
The Perry Brothers miniatures.
We forget Blenheim. We can't forget Blenheim.
The cool thing is that Waterloo and Agincourt are 400 years apart.
That's, yes, on a dime.
That is cool.
On a dime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty easy to explain why they do it, but it's also why, generally speaking, given the prevalence of American manufacturers and before them British manufacturers in the toy soldier business, it's why it took us forever to get really solid sets of Continental troops.
That's fair.
You know, it's just not a level of interest. And like we're going to put a gun to the Perry's heads and say, wait, make the minis I want. You know,
I think to be fair, we need to now do the retreat at Karuna, and then I think we'll be even with them.
Would you believe?
I'm excited.
Would you believe? Let's see here. This won't take but a second to load because it's got.
You save?
Yeah, I did. Thank you, Hasbro.
Could you imagine?
Ah!
I can't see him building figures for Yorktown.
Yeah, well, no, they've done Amrev.
They have a bunch of AWI.
Would you believe?
Oh, I love it.
It's Coruña. I've got the British troops done. I've just got to start working on the French. Well, I had such a blast at Talavera, I wanted to do this.
Something which they technically lose, I suppose.
That's cool. It's a strategic British win because they managed to get all their people.
Yeah, they all wind up.
Just like Dunkirk was a strategic British win.
Right.
They won this one just like they won Dunkirk. Right.
That's exactly right.
I mean, when the alternative is you're destroyed and driven into the sea, any other result looks like a win.
Well, we got the Bay of Biscay back here, so you're all good.
That's right.
So yes,
it's all in the spin.
I am indeed working on Coruña. Tomorrow, because our friend CT cannot make it, OJ and Achilles are going to square off at the battle at the farm for Xenos Rampant. If you remember Warhammer 40k when it was Rogue Trader in a fun game, they did a scenario called the Battle at the Farm in the original Rogue Trader rulebook. My guy Conrad Kinch online, a questing vole, wrote an article in War Game Strategy and what is it? War Game Soldiers and Strategy, something like that, magazine, doing it for Xenos Rampant so we can play it. And it'll be fun. On Saturday, after we finish Connie, which is going to make fans so mad, after we finish Connie, we will be at Spearhead at a very, very full table. Hopefully Ken Kun Charlie will be back among us, and we will play.
So is that the 4th or 11th?
It's this Saturday, the 4th.
This Saturday,
Yeah.
Okay.
This very Saturday. And then next Wednesday, you all are invited back to continue the exciting story of Eggmuhl. So, as has been discussed, we have a lot of things going on. Well, no, like I say, Daniel, you go back from Agincourt, and the next important battle in human history is indeed Hastings. So it's Hastings, Agincourt, the Peninsular War, Waterloo, and then the British in Normandy.
But do the British not technically lose Hastings?
Yes. Yeah, they don't like to think of it like that, though.
Well, although there was somebody who, for years, I don't know if they're still doing it, was taking out an article in the Times every October 6th morning in the obituary section, remembering the death of Harold Godwinson, fallen against the foe, defending his nation.
I love that.
You know,
Rightful King of England.
right wise King of England, exactly. So I don't know if that's still being done, but gosh, for all the crazy, and gosh, there's a lot of y'all, and for all the silly, this was a lot of fun. And I like Valor and Fortitude a lot. It's a great thing, and thanks to Haz very much for staying after this, because I think it's always a great thing to be part of playtesting a game. It makes it better. It gets our questions answered, and it hopefully gets us a better set of rules in the deal. Oh yeah, and the Turk is right. We shouldn't forget El Alamein. That is,
oh my God!
That is indeed.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the great battles of human history too. So, so the list again, I think, runs the Falklands, the D-Day, El Alamein, Waterloo, the Peninsula, Agincourt, and Hastings. I think I got it.
How do they feel about Market Garden?
There's also the Somme, but that's more of like a
no, but I think the Market Garden and the Somme and a couple of the others, like what's the? Oh man, it's getting late. What's the failed warm up to D-Day the year before?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a butthurt for the British. That's a butthurt for us.
Oh, that's true. That's
the British
true.
made you do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the British made you do it.
Land on this beach, have fun.
Yeah, but we're talking about Doug. You're right, but we are kind of talking about we're not going to talk about Arnhem. Oh, we are definitely not going to talk about Crete. Yeah, we're not doing that. So it's yeah. See, you all understand. The people. These are smart people in our chat.
Rorke's Drift.
We're also not going to talk about Operation Crusader or Operation Battle Axe.
Andrew's right. Andrew's right. Come on now. How could we forget? We again have to say Rorke's Drift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Please ignore everything that happened the day before.
I'm sorry. Was there a battle? There was Rorke's Drift. That was awesome. And all the Zulus fought 6 British people. That was my understanding of the battle.
Pretty much.
That is my understanding. But Andrew's quite right about that. So great to be
What about the whole American Revolutionary War?
No, didn't happen.
No, we don't mention that.
Did not happen.
How about the War of 1812?
I don't know what's that. I don't have
Battle of New Orleans.
Yep.
To be fair, no one won that.
Yeah, I mean
the borders didn't change. No one won.
In the aggregate, Canada won because they're not now America, I suppose. But it's,
by default, we won.
Yeah, right, exactly. The status quo. We got to the status quo ante, and it was all good. But
I gave us
you burned your capital. You shot us up in New Orleans. Even so,
I should not forget. Hey, Velker, you going on retreat tomorrow?
I sure am.
Oh, are you riled?
I'm riled.
He is riled. He is going on his freshman retreat for school. So he's I'm going to be Velker.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, everybody wishes you a good time.
Thanks, guys.
But
I believe involved
Velker,
getting
you
into
should
Lake
refer-
Michigan.
No, this will not. OJ is asking if it involves a dive into Lake Michigan in the wee hours of the morning.
As far as I know, it doesn't.
He hasn't been told much about what's going to happen.
Velker should not call it the freshman retreat. You should call it the freshman retrograde movement.
Oh, that's true. Achilles is insisting you call it the freshman retrograde movement, not a retreat.
The redeployment.
A freshman redeployment.
Redeploying.
That's it. The freshman redeployment to the rear.
Does he have to talk in a British accent?
No, I don't think so. But thanks so much for everybody who watched. Thanks for everybody who played. Lots of gaming coming up. So until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause.